Yo, what's popping, guys? Del Boy here. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and become a member. Bow.
Warning. The following views shared on this podcast are the unfiltered expressions of our vibrant personalities. We are here to dissect the pulse-pounding world of pro wrestling, from the epic battles inside the ring to the captivating storylines that keep us hooked. Our discussions may venture into unexpected territories, from questioning the creative direction or analysing the artistry behind the suplexes and submissions. Please understand that we aim to entertain, educate and engage. But please also remember that we are just merely fans and observers, and we are not actual wrestlers, journalists or industry insiders. As we always say, by the Mandem, for the Mandem. Enjoy.
Hey, bro, I've got a question for you guys, yeah? I was walking in the streets, I was walking in the market today, yeah? What's the earliest time that you can have a Nando's or chicken and chips? What's the most appropriate time in the day? Can you have it in the morning?
Nando's
Or
when
chicken
the
and
shop
chips?
opens. I've done that plenty of times.
You can't have...
I think it depends on what time you've woken
Okay,
up.
what about chicken and chips?
Lunchtime.
Lunchtime, yeah.
I
12:30 onwards.
Don't put rules on food for me, please. Don't do it.
If you're having chicken and chips at 9 o'clock in the morning and you're not still up from the night before, there's a problem. If you're waking...
What's he done?
You've definitely put it in the air fryer, innit, from the day.
No,
from the
I've
night
done, what did I do? I had peri-peri, not Pepe's.
For breakfast.
I had for breakfast.
Oh,
the
that's
night
minor.
before, the night after. But then again...
okay.
Yeah, I
You
didn't go up.
You didn't go out to buy it.
But I did do this. So the time when I was ill, and I had chicken chips at 11 o'clock.
11's a bit early, but
My mum bought it for me.
fried chicken and chips.
Yeah,
as
from,
in
from the corner shop, Leroy. Yeah.
Corner shop.
Oi!
From the corner shop. Oh, come on.
I don't sense. I don't sense. No. I mean,
Chicken and chips.
from a chicken and chip shop.
Yeah, so I know it's a corner shop. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
No.
But you know what's funny though? There was a shop in next to my old my old bus stop where I get off at to walk home.
Yeah.
It was a bakery, but at one point it became a chicken chip shop. So you can buy chicken chips, but I know that the woman in there made it herself because the chicken didn't taste. It didn't taste.
It tastes like bread.
It tastes homemade, but it was busting. I can't lie. And the chips were like fat chips. Like it was made by herself, but it was nice. I
Homemade.
was like, bro, you went from selling what do you call it? Tottenham. What's it? Tottenham cake.
Tottenham
You
cake.
now selling chicken and chips.
I'm dead.
Wow.
Have you ever considered maybe doing like a Lloyd versus food, but like maybe like sitting down and interviewing wrestlers?
Okay.
That's like
Maddest thing there.
chicken shop.
I remember.
Yeah, chicken shop.
Maddest thing though is
Maybe you saying you
I
wanted
was
to do a
actually
food
going to
blog,
speak
innit?
to Ria. We were speaking about it yesterday. And we was talking about how, like, do you remember we had the burger blog
Yeah.
back in Portsmouth? We're going to bring it back and do it online. And we're going to eat food together and we're going to just talk about if it's nice and stuff. But it's more burger central. So we're going to go around a lot of burger places and try that. But that is also a shout as well.
Run it.
What's that wrestling move? The chicken wing something?
Oh, the
Chicken wing, yeah.
chicken wing. That's when your hands
Yeah.
are...
No, that's you're a
What's
wrestler.
that?
Man.
You're a wrestler.
Go back.
I said it was called like the chicken something, right?
The chicken, is it called chicken?
Crossface chicken. wing.
Crossface chicken wing, yeah.
Yeah, there you
Bob
go.
Backlund, yeah. Bob
Yeah.
Backlund,
Man did this. Come on, man. We even did Full Nelson a few weeks ago.
Oh, we did shit. Yeah,
What's
we
with this guy?
did. I need it, bro.
This guy's not paying attention in class.
I thought Safra Crane though, man. I hurt him, man.
What, this on Monday?
He talked to me about thingy, man, on Monday. He was like, bro, when you gave me that the Full Nelson, yeah, because remember he went high.
Oh, yeah.
He landed like that on his he landed crushed. He said when he went home, his belly was hurting him, fam. I can't lie. Even me, I need to kill myself as well. oh, fam, yeah, wrestling, bro, crazy, man.
You guys are brave doing that.
Oh, bro.
Thing is, I actually want, like, I don't know how we're going to do it, but I want, like, all of our friends to at least just go
Try
to
it
one
once,
one
yeah.
training session. That's it.
Just to see it.
Not even
I
not
will.
even necessarily like, oh, just start a career from it. No?
Yeah,
Like, if you
yeah.
want to, you can. But even if it's just like a taster session where we just get everyone to just come, do some rolls, you know, just try to do a flat back bump, try to do some moves, put some sequences together,
Strikes and that
and then
stuff.
just
Yeah.
just have fun with it.
Yeah,
Like, do you know what I mean? I don't know.
I need Knowledge and Atlas to do it, so then they
Yeah.
can just stop shitting on Zelina Vega. Like, Zelina Vega's around there flying
No,
around.
I'm waiting for Atlas to come training, man.
Yeah.
He's been saying for time. he's gonna
I
come.
think he'll be very good.
Yeah, I think Atlas would be good.
I think he'll be very good, to be
Atlas would
honest.
good. I think
Yeah,
Atlas-
man needs to get involved.
Yeah, man. Big up the Discord, man. Big up the Discord.
Yeah.
How's everyone doing?
All good, man. All good. I'm just bare busy, man. Bare busy.
Yeah.
All good. But how you?
I'm alright, man. Life is sweet, I guess.
I love it.
Life is good. That's
What about
it.
you?
Yeah, I can't complain. Just things are good, ticking over. Things are feels a bit more normal. We're getting summer.
Yeah.
Bro.
The sun's out till later, which helps. So yeah.
How about you? What brings you to our neck of the woods?
Hey.
I don't know, man.
Ask this man when he got here.
Wait, when did you get here?
Today.
I landed at 7 o'clock this morning, something like that.
Do you know 7 o'clock this morning?
That's when I landed. Yeah.
Have you rested?
Have I rested? No, not really. I had maybe 2 hours sleep on the plane. So yeah, I'm
International.
pretty tired.
Bloody hell, man.
It's all
Man was
good.
like wrestling.
Flew in for the Wresthings podcast, eh?
Appreciate it, Mark, man. Appreciate it, Mark. Man. Episode 279.
Are you sure?
Mm.
You didn't sound
No,
confident. That's what I'm
man.
asking.
Been a while.
Man
Been a
said,
while. I checked my phone in time. What the hell is going on here? Episode 278 on the Wrestling's podcast.
Nice!
We got our brother from the Bodegas. And what else?
You
What
heard?
else there?
Bodegas.
You heard?
Times Square.
Times Square.
Central Park.
Central Park.
Coney Island.
Brooklyn. What else is there?
Boricua.
Boricua forever. What else is there?
What's that? Marcy.
Marcy, what's it? Yeah,
Marcy
Project.
Marcy Project.
From the hometown of hip hop, Mark Kingston.
Make some noise!
Disclaimer: Mark is actually British, but he's American as well.
Grew up or fucking screw up.
You guys are making me sound far too cool.
Bro, you are cool, man. You're a cool guy, man. Honestly, man. We've been many places with Mark. One of them, you've probably seen Mark in our vlogs.
Yep.
He's part of the booking committee with him and Mex.
When it
Comes to like us doing like
Predictions League.
as well as going abroad and stuff. Mark is normally the guy that also sorts out our indie tickets. Indie shows is Mark. Max's accommodation, Airbnb. What is it? Flights? I'm on flights.
Flights.
There was flights. Are you flights?
I don't even know.
I think I'm
I'm
flights.
just vibes, man.
You're vibes, yeah.
I'm just
Your tickets.
I'm
WrestleMania ticket.
Yeah, I'm WrestleMania tickets. But yeah, we all do that. So it's pleasure to have a podcast, bro.
Yeah, man.
It's
good
fucking
to be
nice.
here.
After all this time and all the shows that Mark has appeared on and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, first time in the studio.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good. Good to have you, bro. How's the US treating you?
US is good, man. I'm busy all the time with just life. I'm studying again now that I'm back. Now that I'm in the US, which is good, man. It's good to go back to school after all this time. Just to work that part of my brain again. So I was just working in education for such a long time, not really happy. I was like, okay, this is a good time just to try and do something different.
Become the student again.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. The US is cool. It has its good points, it has its bad points, like anywhere.
Like everywhere.
Yeah, it's cool.
Nice.
It's always good to be back in London.
Mm.
London will always be home. So.
Yeah.
How long are you here for?
Just a few days.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a few days. I think I'll fly back on Saturday. So
okay.
just taking it easy. But, yeah, man. Thanks for having me.
Anytime, man.
Pleasure, man. It's a pleasure, man. It's been a while. Since I think last time we saw, we all linked up for the thing, innit? For the food.
Yeah, we went to what's that? 7
Dials.
Dials.
7 Dials, yeah.
Seven
That
Dials,
was
Chinatown.
Not to be deep. How do you guys find that Chinese? Honest opinion.
It was
Chinese.
weak. It was pretty
that
average,
Chinese
right?
was dead.
It was
I'm sorry, I'm the one that took you guys there.
You see me, my food quality rating standard is poor.
Is it because you even think it's because you moved out in?
No, I just eat wherever. Like a place could have a poor hygiene rating on the wall right in front of me as I'm making an order. I'll eat. This is my warning. This is my warning.
That floor grease.
As long as there's no blood coming out of that meat, I'm eating anywhere.
I'm the same. I rate food the way I rate wrestling. It's either good or it's shit.
It's
either
like-
good or shit. Or it's all right. Other than that, I'm not doing. I don't care about
If you break
how
down-
much chives is in it and how much
Yeah.
garlic. I don't give a fuck. It's edible. We have food on our table, bro.
That's the line. Is it edible? Like,
That kebab shop I took you to after the second dedicated shoot that we
Yeah.
just had recently. I'm sorry to say, do you know that shop was 1 star?
food rating.
Yeah.
Okay, I enjoyed the meat food.
No, not 1 star. It's one on hygiene.
That's fine.
Wait, which one?
I'm still alive.
Tubby just won.
Are you bang it?
It's nice, bro. It takes care of me.
I can't lie. I need at least a 3 rating.
No, but I think it became 1 recently, as of last year.
That's
But
even worse. It means something's happened recently.
Something's gone
No,
wrong.
but you can see that.
It's the child labour.
Listen.
It's the child labour. It's the child labour. It's the kid that works in there. It's the child labour that made
I
that
big him
one.
up. He's a hard worker, though.
No, he's definitely a hard worker.
He's a worker, bro.
He's definitely a
Man
hard
was doing
worker.
ice cream and came out in 1 sitting. Oh, I was like, what did ice cream for? No, but it was asking me to swirl. Do you know what the swirl? What do
You need tech for that one.
Bro,
He's a workhorse.
You need tech to be able to swirl it properly.
Swirl it properly. And that looked crazy. That looked crazy.
Shit, oh, damn.
You see, for me, just don't tell me these things, and I'll be fine. Yeah, don't have to lie to me. Just don't mention it.
Do you remember in Portsmouth there was a couple Chinese shops that got closed down because they served like cat?
Yeah. I heard
How?
about I heard about that. I think I ate from one of them.
I think I ate from one of them as well.
Okay.
One of them.
It slaps.
No, it's not. Shit. Can I say that? Can I say that?
What?
I can't say that. Can I?
What?
Go on.
The cat tastes nice.
I can't say that. Pets are gonna come for us, you know. Fam, I can't say that, bro. But yeah, I think I'm like you. I think if the food's busting, I'm gonna eat it. But it
You
depends
don't
on.
care, bro. Let's be honest.
Okay, I don't care.
I know you don't care.
I don't care. Well, come on, I'm not a slut. Come on. I have limits.
I am.
I have limits. I think my limit is if I enter the place, if I can smell something crazy, or if the hygiene is too poor to the point where like I'm walking in and I'm seeing rubbish everywhere.
Yeah.
Or like a pigeon's in there.
Yeah.
Why are we eating with the pigeon?
Yeah.
That's a good rule.
Do you get what I mean? Why are we eating the pigeon? So like, for example, we go Tubby's, right? It's clean. Like, you can't really tell that it's peak out there. Unless I'm guessing if you went through the back, you went to the toilets and back, you probably see some oil.
something mad.
Yeah, but like a guy's dead body like But yeah, I'm flex, man. I'm flex wherever.
People think that, like the upmarket restaurants in like Mayfair and stuff.
Yeah.
There's like a thing with a lot of those Mayfair buildings that they have mice in it.
Yeah, of course.
And they can't like get rid
Can't
of
get rid
People
of it.
always say like we're eating and see mice thing,
Yeah.
but there's like not much they can do.
I think there's going to be mice all over London, to be honest.
Everywhere.
Same with
Yeah.
rats in New York.
Yeah.
Like, just,
New York, please.
mate.
Shredder in them, man.
Just walking my dog around like near Central Park at like 8 o'clock at night, and there's this rat the size of like a cat.
Like a fox. Like, what? That's not a rat, bro. I'm sure. Like,
Because
there's-
they're not
rats
eating.
up there,
They're
rats
eating
up there,
food.
bro.
Huge.
They eat. You
Man.
see the way they eat burger and the kebab. That's what
If the
they
rats are
eat.
eating
Can I get a chopped cheese?
They go to the bodega to get the chopped cheese.
Chopped cheese.
Aki way.
Oh,
If they're eating the food, of course they're gonna get big.
Yeah, man. Nothing in America.
Someone like eating trash with sazon on top of it.
Jesus.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, no, the rats in New York are serious.
I need to come to New York for sure.
do,
I need to go
yeah.
to New York.
I'm hope like SummerSlam is obviously in New Jersey, which is close. So, but
That would have been nice.
I want a WrestleMania in New York again.
Oh, that'd be lit. I'll come for that.
That would be great.
But there's no one in Mania no more, so.
There's WrestleMania after dark.
Done.
It's done.
Oh,
bro.
because the WWE
WWE
tried
took
to
o-
copy it, basically.
I think so. I think
No,
that's the
yeah,
plan.
WrestleMania after dark, innit? Yeah. That's basically what they've made it
Bro, I
extinct
watched
with.
some of the videos and I see Rey Mysterio and Charlotte Flair, then they're doing
After dark, innit?
What'd you expect, innit?
After dark, innit? After dark, innit?
Oh man, let's give people what they came here for, man. Hey, what's been happening in wrestling this week? They've had
The
Raw,
biggest
SmackDown.
news. Mariah May's in NXT,
Right,
boy.
Mariah
She's
May's NXT, yeah, big up to
in
Mariah.
NXT.
And that was
big.
quick. From Friday when she they said that she's off the roster page in AEW, and then obviously turning up on Tuesday.
I like it. I wasn't expecting to see her on NXT.
So quick, yeah.
I was expecting her to show up at the Evolution pay-per-view, to be honest.
Oh yeah.
I think by Evolution
We'll get
or
Paige.
later SummerSlam weekend, she'll probably be champion.
Yeah, I think
So-
she could even fight at Evolution for the title.
For the title, exactly.
And win it there. What do you guys think about her being on NXT? Do you think she belongs there? Or do you think she belongs on the main roster?
I have no feeling for that. I think, for me personally, I love when these new wrestlers come in and go to NXT if there's no solid story for them. For example, JC Mateo, Jacob Fatu. I think Alex put in the Discord today. Those guys came in with that story, so it made sense. But if you now bring in Tiffany Stratton now, not Tiffany Stratton, well, Mariah now.
That
Where
goes
does
to your
she go?
problem. You mentioned Tiffany Stratton.
See, where does that go? I would let her build herself up there. Let her not she's already big. Obviously, she was big in AW, but this is different territory. Bro, people know me here, but if I go to Belgium, do people know me? I got to make a name for myself again.
You're right to an extent. I think TV is, people are saying obviously she's been on TV for the best part of 2 years now. She's been a women's champion. She's won the title in this massive stage. And I hear all of that. And I did feel like I was saying that I think she should go to NXT. But I did feel when she came out, after they had literally just had a segment where Jacy Jayne was the champion and a lot of the women coming out and laying claim are, just maybe past the stage of rookie, trainee, whatever words you want to use. I did feel in that moment that, she's maybe above this, or this is below her, whichever way you want to look at it. But ultimately, I don't see any harm with her being there. What, do you want her to go to the main roster and just become another girl? And there's nothing for her.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, we clearly, we're booking people at the top, and then obviously where we've got an interesting story with Naomi and Bianca and Jade. But then a lot of them is nothing. Zelina and Chelsea have been like this for how many months now? Before Zelina even became champion.
Yeah.
Like, she's fought the whole entourage twice round now. Yeah. Like, they clearly don't really want to move on and use anyone else. The women's tag division has come to an absolute standstill. Yeah. So Mariah May is better off going to NXT, really.
And building that up, making a name for herself and moving on.
And they ain't even got a name for her.
Yeah, they ain't got a name for her.
They ain't even got a name for her.
She's here.
She's here. She is here.
Yeah.
So, but no, I think especially with them just calling up Stephanie, Julia, Jordan Grace, and Roxanne Perez. All in,
Ricky States is going to cost as well.
Yeah. So I feel like NXT again needs a little bit of star power now that they've lost all them. So I think it makes sense, and it's not going to be like she's there for 2 years.
Yeah,
give it like this time next year she'll be on the main roster.
Yeah,
so.
She'll probably be at Royal Rumble.
Yeah,
she'll probably be in the Rumble match. So
big up her, man. Big up her. It's been a long time coming.
Yeah,
she's working hard, and it's one of her dreams as well. So
I still. Yeah, let's talk about this. How did she sign a 2-year contract? I think she's pulled a blinder. I genuinely think
2-year contract.
Sure.
So she's clearly signed it was reported she signed a 2-year contract, right? And I think it doesn't necessarily add up, but the only way I've thought about how it kind of add up is that because she debuted in like November 2023, right, in AEW. So she might have signed her contract or been on her way to AEW as of the summer of 2023, like this time 2 years ago. But she never actually turned up on TV till November. Had her first match, I think, in January of 2024. And she's literally played this blinder with Toni Storm, had a fantastic ending, and walked out the door.
Bounced.
And at some point in that, I'm assuming Tony Khan has said, okay, let's sit down, let's sign a new contract. And she's just probably said, no.
Insane, isn't it, really?
It's so mad to me.
Was the Toni Storm thing her only feud?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I don't think
that was her like her only point. She did have like a few feuds like as champion, but
nothing
of
note.
She didn't buck that much people, did she?
No,
not really.
She obviously anyone that was Toni Storm adjacent, she probably came into contact with. Like Del said, she had a little thing with Anna Jay. I think it was like 3 matches with Anna Jay or so.
Anna Jay, I remember that,
when she was champion, and then obviously when Toni came back, everything was just back on Toni. Like she just had really and truly a belter of a run.
Like, if you deep her run, she didn't wrestle for a few months. Then she was on TV like regularly. She had she lost a few, but she won a few. Then she won the Owen.
Yeah.
And then she had this amazing feud with Toni, won the title, and then that's a heist.
That was a heist. Okay. Is that I don't know. Well, Tony Khan, are you burning? Because how you want to keep these wrestlers in your company, but how are you meant to keep them if their sole aim and their dream comes their way and they're like, I gotta go.
So this is why people are cussing. People are like saying, forget your dream, chase the money, take these billionaires' money. But I don't necessarily, I don't necessarily subscribe to that.
This is the conversation we had 2 weeks ago. Yeah, same thing.
And when you reach a certain level, like I don't know what it may be in terms of like finances to certain people. What are you saying, Laps?
What's going on, Laps?
I was actually going to edit him like a ghost. I was going to make Let me check you guys all the shit. What's up, my brother?
What are you saying? Like, if you think of it and say, I don't know, football terms or music terms. If like 2 record labels, wanted to sign you, and one record label's offering you, let's say, $1 million a year, however they pay, and another one's offering you $2 million a year. Like, if the one that's offering you $1 million a year, you know, that's the dream one, you would take that, surely. Yeah, the other one's offering $2 million, but it's like,
this is my dream.
This is my dream, and I'm still getting paid.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm coming to work for them for free.
What 1 million can do, what 2 million can do, 1 million can do as well. So
more than likely, yeah.
Just because you're going to start off at 1 million,
it doesn't mean you're going to end
in
up
WWE, you're going to be past that very quickly, especially if you start selling merch, start getting like.
There's more means to make money,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's not like she was really like when she first started. I know she was still doing a couple of Stardom dates and stuff like that, but I don't feel like towards the back end of her run she was doing indie stuff. I can't remember anything.
She wasn't doing because she wasn't wrestling in the UK for a good, like, after Soft Pro, she wasn't wrestling in the UK for a good while.
Yeah.
She went to America, done a few shows there, and then she ended up moving to Japan for her excursion, and then that's when she started doing the AEW stuff. So she wasn't really doing indie stuff.
Yeah.
So
I think it's Tony Khan's fault. I mean,
there's no way.
There's no way you're bringing in like a top star or somebody you think is going to be a top star and only getting them to sign a 2-year contract. Like,
right.
Imagine if that happened in football, like Real Madrid signing Mbappe last summer. Like, just come and sign a 2-year contract.
No way.
It's never happened.
There's no guarantee.
So this is his loss to take.
Because I'm trying to compare it to, you know, Asamoah Gyan situation where he was at Sunderland for a couple months and he bounced to China.
Yeah.
Is that pretty much the same thing? Or was that?
But I think that was seen as bad because he's asked to leave out of his contract.
Oh, so then he probably cool.
But ultimately, I think the buck has to fall with him because maybe he's done that to get her into the company, but at the same time, that's, you know, maybe she wasn't willing to budge on anything more than 2 years.
But that should have been a red flag then.
Right.
Like, what's your agenda here if you're only willing to sign a 2-year contract? Oh, it's because you've got ulterior motives. Maybe this isn't worth my investment.
This is exactly
because Tony Khan has made her a huge star in North America, and now he's gone and lost that to WWE.
Yeah.
I've got a question to ask you guys.
Yes.
Is she a huge star? That's my only thing. I think she's been able to get over really, really well in AEW.
Yeah.
And she's a name brand, but I wouldn't look at her as like a pinnacle star.
I agree.
She's had a great run.
Yeah, correct.
But I wouldn't look at her as like one of the top 5 women in AEW.
Correct.
I don't look at her as a massive star.
I
wouldn't put her in the likes of like a Toni Storm or a Mercedes Moné or even like a Willow or Chris Statlander. For me, those women are inevitable. Whereas with Mariah May, she had an amazing run, but then we had as in totality, but when we actually saw a women's title run, that kind of made me realize that, okay, cool. Outside of Toni Storm, they don't really know what they want to do with this woman.
Yeah, I remember that.
No, you're right. And that's why I was specifically saying, like, her run is what put her up there, innit? Like, so it is like coming to NXT and almost like starting again. Let's see what you can actually do away from Toni Storm. Because clearly the best work you've done the last 2 years is all involving Toni Storm. That's the common denominator. Like, so
I think she's in a good place. I think WWE could definitely make her the star that she wants to be. Presentation, obviously All In is big, but All In is still in its infancy, innit? But putting on WrestleMania with a grand entrance and putting some gold in her, bro, she'll be a star.
Even the NXT pay-per-views alone, like their presentation has been great. So even then, like when she's main eventing those shows, those are gonna put her in a different stratosphere. And at some point, depending on how this run goes, people probably will look back at the Toni Storm thing and like, you know what, it was a good run, but what she's doing now is possibly going to be. So I mean, we're still yet to see it. Like with the NXT women's division, with the Stephanies and the Jordan Graces going to their main roster, and now we've got like the Lainey Reeds and the Jada Parkers, and these are the people that are now going to be at the forefront of the women's division. I just say get the belt of Jacy Jayne and put it on Mariah May if I'm honest.
It's gonna happen.
Get that belt of Jacy Jayne, man.
They're gonna give her. They're gonna give her a couple of defenses and then it's gone.
Jordan Grace hasn't gone over yet because she was in that segment as well.
Yeah, but she's probably going.
There's rumours she might be going to SmackDown, so maybe that will happen this week.
This weekend, because they had that, because they just introduced Julia. They're probably going to do her.
Yeah.
Who's the? So they've got Roxanne and Stephanie Vaquer at Raw. Okay, cool. Nice.
They're probably just waiting because she's not going to be involved in Money in the Bank. it's like we don't need to put her on SmackDown just yet.
Spread it out a little bit.
Yeah, post Money in the Bank, she probably makes her SmackDown debut.
I'm surprised they didn't put the NXT Women's title on her or any title on her at some point.
They all just came through the door at the same
too
time.
quick.
That's all it was.
I
I
thought
think.
Zarya was going to be the one to get the push at first. And then now
I
she's
think
solely
she's.
just sidekick,
I think they've
but-
miscast her.
Yeah,
Like when she turns heel on Soruka, I think it's gonna be great.
It's gonna be great, yeah.
But right
For
now,
now we're just playing the waiting game.
Yeah.
But she came in as a beast,
Yeah.
and she was doing she was spamming finishes. Like, I mean, there's one thing, she's on a spear, F5, a flip. I was like, hey, sorry, calm down. And I think there's even one thing there where people keep uploading online. People need to stop uploading this video because it's pissing me off. The Lash Legend does a kip up. It's just a kip up. It didn't work.
oh yeah, she fell down.
People need to stop posting that video.
Zarya
Zarya can do it. We
Yeah,
know
yeah.
stop
It's just a
posting that.
one-off.
You know
Yeah,
when
yeah.
someone creates a wrestler and they give him a moveset that's just not fair or realistic? Like, you're not supposed to have finishes in your
Man,
regular
just
moves.
standing up.
Man said, "You need to get five."
yeah. No, I think she's very
Oh,
good.
bro.
It's just she's just had to wait in the queue, really.
It reminds me of like Beth Phoenix when she started doing the comedy stuff when she was like such a dominant monster.
Great
for a while,
Carly
and
and
then
that.
started hanging out with Great Carly. and
Santino as well, yeah.
It was good for what it was, I guess, but like she was a
Like-
beast, and you sort of
She's
changed that.
got more to
and
offer.
it's sort of similar to what they've done with Zarya now.
I felt that way when this what's her face, Isla Dawn left, and they then put Kylie Ray as
Alba Fyre.
part of the Alba Fyre as part of the
Her
Hervis.
service.
And I looked at her and
Secret
Niven,
Hervis.
and I was thinking these two have had bangers on the
Bangers, bro.
indies, like,
Bangers,
and now they're playing
Even
second
NXT
fiddle.
UK.
Yeah, even NXT UK,
NXT
to be
UK,
fair.
bro. Bangers, bro.
And like, I mean, I was thinking they're too good for this, but ultimately they weren't even on TV before this.
So
So
at least they're on TV
Yeah.
making
Yeah.
money now.
yeah, I can't even say they're
you know.
too good for this. Like, I popped the other day when Alba Fyre done a Swanton Bomb
Yeah.
to Selena Vega. I was like, I ain't even seen a Swanton Bomb in ages. Like, bro, this shit had me jumping off my bunk bed, doing a Swanton Bomb to mattress on the floor. Like,
The thing at the end of the day, look, I always look at stuff as I look at it as opportunity. Like you have that 5-minute match and you're playing a character you never played before, and you just take the opportunity and just make it to another, you know. So I think somewhere down the line, this her service thing is gonna probably split up. Chelsea Green's gonna probably do her thing. Alba Fyre and Piper Niven gonna do their thing, and you know. I feel like, bro, if Piper Niven gets let loose again, yeah, and she's like a beast, I think her and Nia Jax will probably. Because last time she was singles, did they even? They put in the queen of the ring, but she wasn't really like as dominant as they could have been. But I feel like
Remember her Dewdrop?
Dewdrop. So what is Dewdrop? Because Dewdrop is a nickname for Mandem that.
really?
Yeah, I heard that as well. So they'll drop you, innit?
Man, that Dewdrop. I thought Dewdrop was like a candy or something. I don't know.
No, but I heard on the Brother podcast. There was a guy in New York called Dewdrop.
Fair enough, man.
He said he drops niggas. He said, oh, that Dewdrop, he drops niggas. Dewdrop. Hey, I'm gonna see him soon.
He's a good guy.
Dewdrop.
I've met him many times.
I think Chelsea Green wins back that title,
She
the
has
US
to.
title,
Wow, she has
before then she drops it to one of these more serious ladies in Jordan Grace or Julia
I think Julia's one
or someone like that. Yeah,
Julia.
but I think she probably wins it back first. But yeah,
I have a quick question for you guys.
Yes.
Are transitional champions a bad thing?
No.
I don't think
And does
so.
there need to be a quality of a type of wrestler for a transitional champion?
No.
I agree. There
Well,
does.
well,
I think that.
Okay, what
But-
do you mean? Talk to me about the quality.
Okay, so like Jacy Jayne is not of the required quality. I'm not saying but in ring. I'm talking about in the way that she has been framed for us, the audience. Presented, that's the word. She is not of the transitional quality. Like, if I'm trying to think of a name now who could have been, but even Fallon Henley, because
Even
Fallon
Fallon
was
Henley.
like more like the leader of that
She's
group,
also
innit?
been the women's
North
North American champion.
as
We've
well.
seen her with Briggs and what's his
Jensen.
face, Jensen. She's been on our TV and been the focal point for some other storylines. So yeah, I think there's a level of transitional, but then at the same time, I think like we were talking before you guys came in, I think JAE EAUX is maybe a transitional champion, although he's probably been
For
over
Seth.
for anyone. For yeah,
whoever.
Jay. By the time we're sitting here next week, oh boy, I don't think Jay is gonna be champion. We'll come back to him anyway.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I think transition. There's like a certain box of man and girl that can be good transitional champions. it's like A, you believe they could be a champion, and B, they are not liked and people will be happy once they lose it, sort of thing. And yeah, I don't think Jacy Jayne.
I always thought a transitional champion is better when it's like a more established star. So say, for example, if Randy Orton had won a world title for like a couple of months and then moved it on to the next person to take it for a year, that makes more sense than giving it to somebody who... Because if you give it to somebody as their first title run and it's over within weeks...
Yeah, it's not good.
That makes them look a lot worse.
Yeah,
true.
But Randy Orton can lose the title in a couple of months and be absolutely fine.
But does Randy Orton want to be known as a transitional champion?
I think doing it once or twice over a like 20-year career, I mean,
this is too bad.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Especially at this stage in his career as well.
Yeah.
If he was at his peak, maybe not. I don't know, but now I think it would be all right.
I don't think there's anything wrong with being a transitional champion if you know at some point
You're gonna get back.
you're gonna get it back and you're gonna at least have a longer range. You know what I mean?
But then at the same time, like something like that, I might not necessarily. It depends probably who you are, because I might not necessarily count that as a transitional champion. Like, let's say Randy beat Cody for the title, held it for a couple of months, and then Cody won it back. Would you say he's a transitional champion?
No, so I would say,
That's
say
a
for example,
champion.
Cody being a face and you want to get the title to another face, we need a heel to take it for a month or two. Let's turn Randy heel against Cody. He can win the title, but then somebody, a face, can cash in on him or something like that and then take the title. It has to be, if you want to go from a heel to a heel or a face to a face, but you need someone in the middle.
Yeah, it's contextual, yeah.
But I agree, there's nothing wrong with transitional champions, but there definitely needs to be a quality of them. They definitely have to have some criteria or something behind them.
But congratulations to Jacy Jayne.
Yeah. When she won the title, they said something on commentary like, toxic something
toxic
like,
obviously
that was the other group, innit?
Toxic Attraction was
so he said, Vic said something like toxic something, and I was just thinking, yeah, she's been on our TVs for a while, but even still, it doesn't feel like any more of a
You think they were
promotion.
trying to push like she deserves it because she's been here for a long time, remember?
Almost something like that, but yeah, to be honest, every time them three come out, I only really see Toxic Attraction anyway. Like,
it is 2.0, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think Jacy Jayne winning the title kind of reminded me of when Indy Hartwell won the title.
I was going to say that.
When Indy Hartwell won, I was just like...
Was that a ladder match or something she won it in?
Yeah, I think it was.
I think so.
And then got injured immediately or something.
Because the, wasn't it like the Gargano, Candice LeRae family?
The way.
Yeah, like when Indy Hartwell won and she came to the speech the next time, I was like, no, this is not my champion.
Yeah, at all.
I don't believe this whatsoever.
And I like Indy.
Yeah.
But it's just the way they done it. It was just like, bro.
It's them ones where it comes out of nowhere and it doesn't really make sense.
Yeah.
Like Jay winning the Royal Rumble way back. Like, took us all by surprise. And like,
I was big surprised.
Apart from Afro. You'll never let us forget that. But
at least he can predict something, right? Love you, Afro.
No, I can't lie. Shave his beard, bro. To run a
now he wants to shave his beard.
Because his one's grown back.
When are you gonna do your thing? By the way, sorry.
Probably
Basement Grooves.
Before next Basement Grooves, Before Basement Grooves,
What, the goatee?
Yeah, I'm gonna do goatee still. I'm gonna see.
Gonna be looking like Hell's Angels.
Looking
like Triple H in the
Oh, fuck.
Oh, gosh.
Another thing I saw on the menu, R-Truth and Carlito, bro.
Yeah, man.
It's harsh.
Damn.
I said this earlier today. Put it this way, yes. If someone said to you, like your finance guy came to you, right, and said, we want to not renew these people's contracts, it will save us $500,000 a year. What are you lot saying?
It makes sense.
It's time to go.
It's time to go.
You've been paying them for 17 years. They've made meals themselves. Surely they should have put some aside to make sure that they're good in the long run.
Them man are at the very least on at least $250K a year.
Really?
At their main roster talent. So
did I read somewhere they tried to offer them a new contract for a lot lower?
Yeah.
I don't think they would have tried to lowball them. I don't know, obviously, but I think it was just a case of we just don't need you anymore.
I think, do you know what it is, I wish you said something on your Instagram the other day, and I hope that was the reality of everything. I don't know about Carlito. Carlito probably get dipped out another way, but it was the thing we said about how the John Cena and R-Truth match could have gone a different way, knowing if they was going to do this. Because imagine if we didn't know nothing that Carlito, that R-Truth's thing was to get renewed, and it was like a title versus career match. We get to a point in the match we feel like R-Truth is going to end John Cena's career. John Cena hits him with the belt, he wins, and R-Truth is gone.
Yeah,
that'll make the whole thing much better. John Cena seems like a big heel, like you said, and R-Truth leaves the building, never comes back to ever be seen again.
And he would have got a standing ovation. Like, at least John Cena is now more of the heel that we want him to be. He's done something awful in the fans' eyes. R-Truth can have that moment with the fans. 17-year run. Everyone can clap him, thank you, Truth, and stuff like that. And he just walks off into the sunset.
Yeah. I'm getting goosebumps thinking of that. That's a missed opportunity.
He wasn't on 2K.
He loses to Cena, and then he faces JC Mateo, and then that's it.
And he's happy.
Tweet, and he's gone. Like, it's I don't know, man.
He's a husky.
They're just not booking. Like, you man have a pen, like. Why you're not thinking about this stuff? Because you didn't just find out, like, my man's on this kind of money, let's get rid of him.
You've been knowing.
You've been knowing you're not you're renewing. You see what I mean? Like, so just tell the story better, extract what you can out of it, and let him walk off into the sunset. Like,
I do feel like both of them are really patterned though. Like, in terms of career, obviously after WWE, I think they're both patterned. R-Truth can easily go on and do these sporadic appearances in these other companies and whatnot, and still make people laugh and whatnot. He's also his music. He's not a bad rapper. I'll be real. R-Truth is not a bad rapper.
He's alright.
He's alright. He's not
going to be
bad
making millions.
He's not going to make millions, but at least he can do something he can enjoy. Do you got what I mean? He'll be start his own school, treat other wrestlers. I don't know. Where's he from?
Someone said
Carolina.
Yeah,
someone said that what's his face? Carlito's already gone back to Puerto Rico.
You want a belt? You want a belt?
Before they announced that they're not renewing, he went to go. He went to his dad's company and said, "Yeah, I'm gonna."
He was with his cousin. What's his face?
Epical.
That guy is trying to become undesirable to undeniable. He's gonna come back and Wrestlemania. He's gonna go apples everywhere. He's gonna come up with his old theme song for him. Big up Carlito though, man. Him and our chief comic relief all the time. Only person that's making me laugh at the moment is flipping, what's his name? Solo Sikoa.
Oh, Solo.
He's giving me jokes.
Solo loves it.
But yeah, like, it's sad. It's sad, but it's business, isn't it?
Somebody said on I think it was Discord, that R-Truth should show up in AEW thinking it was WWE. It's no idea. Hilarious.
Go and buck Bobby and MVP and all them people.
Hey, Montavious.
What are you doing?
Where's Vince's office?
That could be a good rib.
That would be good for a bit. But I know how these AEW fans are. Actually, they might even like it. They would probably like it.
They'll now say they like it.
AEW fans have zero sense.
Boy, they had my man do your curse for time.
Yeah. Rubbish. Because they're already saying, like Mariah May, it's fine for her to go. Like, she's done what she needed to do. We don't need her anymore. But at the same time, they're saying, what's she doing in NXT? She's a star. So if she's in AEW, don't you want a star? Like,
someone tweeted
it's the tribal shit.
From Wembley Stadium to a warehouse. Do AEW do Wembley Stadium every week? Tell me that one. Do they do every week? What camera should I look at? This one? They do every week. What do you mean? From Wembley Stadium to warehouse? Whoa, come on, man. This is toxic.
Yeah, it's very toxic.
Warehouse? Is that warehouse?
Warehouse is not even cheap.
Go warehouse.
They're not cheap to operate. Man. What the fuck?
To Wembley, if AEW does Wembley every week here, hey, kudos to them, but that's the reality. What are we talking about?
Like, on average, I don't know. So, I mean, I don't want to get into the toxicity of it all, but it's like she'll be in front of these couple hundred people. How many people are in Performance Center? Couple hundred?
Like, watching live?
Yeah.
Max? Yeah, like a couple hundred.
Right. But then every month, she's probably going to get, or every other month, however they do it, a 15,000 person crowd.
Which is no different than an AEW pay-per-view.
Yeah, exactly. So...
And at some point, AEW were doing a couple hundred in 15K capacity.
Yeah.
So it's
exactly.
Like, she's used to it at this point. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's apples and oranges. Like, bro, what are we saying?
Yeah, it's business, man. It's business, bro. Who else left? What's the name? Sarah Logan left as well.
So yeah, Sarah Logan. They're not renewing
Valhalla.
hers. Valhalla. Apparently, there's more to come. That's what Brian Alvarez said.
Really?
Yeah. Brian Alvarez said there's more people gonna get.
They're trying to cook Valhalla online.
Yeah.
Oh, apparently she's a MAGA babe.
Oh, is it?
Oh, well, my business.
Can I ask you a question, guys? I don't want to come on this whole thing, but what's your guys on like politics and wrestling? Do you guys
politics in wrestling?
Politics, people's political views on wrestling.
Separate.
Do you guys care about it?
No.
I'm so uneducated when it comes to that stuff that I just don't know what they're talking about. So
I'm very fickle. I used to be one of those people where if my favorite wrestler smoked, I didn't like them. So I'm to the point now where it's like, as long as you're not racist, you're not homophobic, you're not transphobic, I don't give a shit. Whatever you do in your personal, I don't care. Generally, I don't care. I wish I was one of those people where I could look at wrestlers and be like, you support Trump. Oh my God, I don't like you, this and that. But really and truly, it means nothing to me. Yeah. Where's the graps, man?
Unless if
do you know how to do a headlock properly? Yeah. Is your footwork correct? That's what that matters to me, man.
I think for me, so long as if they're proper racist to the point where like outside of work, they're hanging, they're doing
KKK or something.
Weird shit. And I'm like, okay,
obviously,
cool. I'm not with that. But another thing as well, if someone's on some satanic, I think when it comes to satanic, that's my kind of thing. Yeah. That's I'm like, yo, relax. But politics and rest. I'm not really.
I wish I could be like that. Yeah, like if we were to now bring it to the UK, this person's a Tory. This person, I genuinely don't care. Like, there's nothing I can do.
You'll be surprised how many football players all lean to that side as well.
You start earning money, you will turn conservative
quickly. Hey, where's my tie? Where's my tie?
Start wearing blue and that.
Where's my badge?
As long as everybody treats everybody with respect.
Yeah, this is it.
Political views to yourself. That's when you're at work.
This ain't the domain for it. Yeah.
Like, I would never go into an office like day job and be like talking about politics. You keep that to yourself.
Yeah.
They encourage you not to be speaking about it.
Yeah. I have to learn that.
Keep religion and politics to your personal life.
Yeah. There was I think I saw the other day where the season ended, they cancelled Gary Lineker and Mo Salah's interview they're meant to have or something because they were scared they were going to speak about Gaza. They were scared that the two of them were going to start speaking about Gaza live on air because obviously Salah stands up for it, and same with Lineker, and Lineker's leaving the BBC. So it's just like he would have just basically kaboomed the place before he left.
We haven't wanted to do that.
They said they're too woke.
Okay, screw you guys.
Because ultimately he said his views, and then they rushed his retirement. They rushed his retirement because he said his views in the first place. So yeah, they were scared that they would basically together go into business for themselves.
He's going Paramount. He's definitely going to go to that Thierry Henry
CBS.
Yeah, he's going to CBS. CBS Paramount. Yeah, he's definitely going there.
Yeah, that could be good for
Kate Malik.
Was it
Kate Abdul or Kate Scott?
Kate Scott.
Yeah,
Malik Scott. My bad.
Yeah, man.
I try to keep them separate, but at the same time, sometimes you just have to have a peering eye to kind of see where people will lie with their views and stuff like that. But I don't let it be the end all be all because at the end of the day,
you can't. You go crazy.
Yeah, I can't like, this person's MAGA, this person's MAGA. At what point will I enjoy wrestling then? Yeah. I'm going to be looking at this person do a headlock and think, fuck, you voted against the other person. Fuck, please, man. I'm not trying to be on the right side of history. I'm just trying to be a good person. That's it.
That's
literally it.
Because for me, I don't want to sound like I'm cliche. I see when I go to heaven, God's not going to ask me, who did you vote for? God's going to ask me, you represent me, what the planet, bro? Cool, man. That's my Christian values, by the way. No one come and chat crap. Next on the menu, we've got Money in the Bank. Actually, no, longevity in wrestling. You wrote that?
No, that was me, because there was a discussion in the Discord in regards to longevity in wrestling, and someone asked, like, is the word longevity being thrown around too often because someone has been around often? And I think it was just more so a conversation of how would you define longevity in wrestling? Of course, naturally, with everything's contextual, but how would you guys define longevity in wrestling?
I don't know about define, but I think a good example of longevity in wrestling current day is like Chris Jericho. Like, because that guy, he's been around the block a couple of times to different places and comes back, and for the most part, stays fresh, and whether it's politicking his way into positions or whatever people want to say, stays pretty much in the mix of it. Like, because Jericho hasn't ever had to really play the role of jobber or lower carder in his career. Like, so although obviously for right now he's been on a stint of not being on TV, but like he's done that before when he's gone off to do Fozzy stuff. So for me, that's like a really good example of longevity in wrestling.
I think adding on to what you said, I think for me when I look at longevity, I look at like how many times a wrestler can basically like, you know, be one like what's the word I'm looking for? Okay, on a perfect example, Undertaker. Undertaker had longevity because of these gimmick changes. We went through seeing Undertaker as part of the Paul Heyman. What's it good again? Paul, what's his name in WWE again? I wasn't really there for about that. Then he went to being a dead man. Then went from being another version of dead man. Then another version of dead man. And we're always going to be entertained by, you know, what is he going to do?
This is the remix.
This is the remix. That's longevity. Remix. You remixing yourself as much as you can.
Undertaker's another good example.
Another person as well I can probably add is okay, not even saying like, okay, there's two people, Stone Cold, one, and Paul Heyman. Those two people are so unpredictable because I don't know if one day they're going to be a good person, one day they're going to be bad. Like, they can change all the time. They've got longevity there. If we're talking matches, if we're saying matches, longevity.
As in like long matches?
No, as in, okay, you can watch these guys' matches over and over again and it still stands the test of
time. Rob Van Dam. Rob Van Dam for me, like when I see this guy, like I'm just like he could be wrestling now.
I was gonna say Bret Hart
consistently.
I would say Bret Hart, but
Bret Hart,
Randy Savage as well. I physically, obviously, forget I don't know. Actually, some of his other matches are good, but the matches I saw in WWF, whenever I watch that match, I am seated with popcorn, bro, because it is epic. From like that's longevity for me.
Yeah, I feel like Mick Foley's matches as well, right?
Yeah, he's got longevity.
His influence on the hardcore Extreme Rules type thing that we see all over wrestling today is huge. I think you could watch one of his matches and a match from AEW pay-per-views, and there'll be a lot of similarities there.
Absolutely.
Still. But then longevity could also mean someone like The Miz, who somehow had like a 20-year career in WWE. And hasn't had a major injury, which is pretty impressive.
Have you seen the rumblings about him?
Yeah, he
being out the door.
But he's also pattern as well. He can go straight to Hollywood. He can go back to Hollywood.
He's gonna go to AEW, become Mike. Awesome.
That guy is not going to AEW.
I would love that.
Not a chance. AEW stands will pull their hair out.
I will be there when they not when I'll like that's Mizawa. That's
Mizawa. With the green pants. No way.
When Miz is putting the card, I'll double or nothing and he blades himself. He said, yeah, I'm here. What next? 5-star. 5-star. Come on, man.
I saw someone tweet, I wonder if R-Truth and Carlito are ready for the G1.
What is here? What's up? Oh yeah. But yeah, longevity. What about you?
For me, go on, answer.
I feel like longevity is more so like someone's career over a long period of time. And in regards to like their performance not taking like a steep decline, it goes down gradually, like slowly. Best examples like Rey Mysterio, for example. He might get injured, but he's still performing at a sort of top level. Not the same as in his prime, but still a bit close. So I say it like that.
I'll say longevity is pretty much everything that everybody's mentioned. I think longevity is different for each wrestler. I think certain people like a Dustin Rhodes, his longevity is based on him having a great career and then having a steep down period as Goldust in the early 2000s to 2010.
Still entertaining,
it was still entertaining. But then now the last 6 years in AEW, he's had a hell of a run. But then you look at someone like Chris Jericho, like you guys mentioned, or Rey Mysterio, Undertaker. So longevity is contextual at the end of the day.
I wouldn't agree that Austin is an example of longevity.
I don't think Austin.
Because I feel like, he had a long career, but like when he became Stone Cold Steve Austin, it was like very short.
Let me tighten up a bit. I'm sorry. I think longevity in terms of moments.
Okay.
His moments will live on. His moments will live forever.
Yeah. Okay,
So if we talk about the bear, what do you call it? Thing, him teaming up with Vince McMahon, him beating
the pan over Vince McMahon's head,
all of that sort of stuff. Longevity. See, I saved myself. Totally. See, I got myself out of that hole.
Him and Rock just came into the business and done their thing and booted.
It's so shocking how quick their time at the top was when you look at it. Like, Rock was something like 5 years, maybe 97 to 2002 was really his main.
Yeah. Didn't he celebrate like 25 years like a few years ago?
Yeah.
And he only wrestled for like 6 of those. Big fraud. He wrestled.
Big fraud.
Hey, man, that's wrestling for you.
I think that's how wrestling should be, bro. Like, go on.
Rock wasn't even in WWE for like 10 years, bro. He was not wrestling for 10 years.
No.
That's true.
That's mad.
Just on what you're about to say. So I mentioned this on the weekend when I was talking about the Mariah May stuff, right? And I know this probably doesn't work in the favor of the companies, but wouldn't wrestling be so flipping exciting if you could sign like 1 year, 2 year deals
and bounce
and just move around like everywhere? Like, wouldn't everyone's stock be like so much higher?
Yeah.
And like it's funny because I feel like that's what the New Japan people tend to sign, like 1 year recurring contracts. That's why whenever Wrestle Kingdom comes around, it's always like everyone's leaving after Wrestle Kingdom. But yeah, like don't you think it'd just be better if it's like shorter contracts for everyone? Like
it will be better because it's like once you do know this person's where they're gonna end up. Royal Rumble's coming soon. Oh shit!
Anyone could walk through the door for real.
Each year is basically a contract year, so you have to work hard and you have to
literally
raise your stock. So
the only thing I think though, would that sort of lessen how good a surprise feels? Okay. If you're used to seeing new wrestlers show up every single year,
probably good argument.
Because like that, if you've waited for like MJF in WWE for like 5, 6, 7 years. That's like, oh shit, this is gonna hit
that crack when he turns up.
But if you're used to
like, the day MJF steps out, oh god, it's gonna be crazy,
bro.
But one thing I will say is, if MJF goes to NXT, it's a mockage. That's a mockery.
No,
that's a mockery. No, for him to go do what? Chat to Mars Bourne? No, you're fucking mad. You fucking mad.
Mars Bourne's my guy.
Promo against Miles.
No way.
He will kill you.
He'll literally just say to Mars Bourne, "Can you hear me?"
Yeah. Or MJF will talk. Mars Bourne like, "We've had it here."
Yeah. No, he's on too much. He's on too much bread right now to go to NXT.
He'll go straight to Raw.
Yeah, to take that kind of financial decline, he ain't gonna do it.
And he needs to be a heel for the rest of his career. I want him to come back and beat the shit out of Cody and just make Cody like a
yeah.
I really hope he goes to WWE at some point.
Yeah.
There's a few wrestlers that haven't been there yet, and I'm like, surely they must want a WrestleMania moment.
Yeah.
I don't care what they say.
Yeah.
Any wrestler that has grown up watching wrestling cannot say they don't want a Mania moment.
To that point, did you guys see Ricochet's response to someone talking about Carmelo Hayes? That Carmelo Hayes isn't getting pushed, blah, blah, blah. And then Ricochet was basically, he tweeted them back saying, because isn't Carmelo Hayes being in WWE enough? Isn't that what
I remember
you guys say it's enough? Like, he works for WWE. Isn't that enough, sort of thing? And I'm just like I get what he's getting at, but I don't think anyone ever says that just because you work for WWE.
I think people use that to him. Or using that as...
Maybe. But like, I mean, at the same time, he's a heel, and maybe he's just playing the gimmick. But obviously, there's.
Yeah, I think he was just being sarcastic and just playing the gimmick. Yeah. I think he definitely knows that Carmelo is definitely someone who should be getting a good push. But at the same time, I think a lot of these wrestlers are now not necessarily playing into the whole tribalism thing, but they're starting to realize that these fans in this tribalism stuff is way beyond anything that they can control at this point. It's ridiculous, and I don't even know how it can be combated, because what's making it even worse is tribalism is now stopping people from wanting to enjoy the product. Like, a lot of people want to watch AEW, but they don't want to watch it because of the fans, and vice versa.
Yeah.
Some people want to watch WWE, but they don't want to watch it because of the WWE fans. And in my head, I'm like, you know what? Why don't you just don't go on the internet and just watch it? But at the same time, a lot of people like to go online and to get different opinions and see what people are saying. So,
do you think Ricochet, like, responding to all these tweets and stuff, has actually made him more popular in AEW?
100%.
Yeah.
Unhinged now.
He's unhinged.
100%.
Like, I look at them and I'm like, he needs to like step away from his phone sometimes. It's a bit much. But I feel like him going against these WWE fans has probably
endeared him to the AEW fans,
who may not have liked him straight away until he started really getting promo time and stuff like that. I know. I think he knows what he's doing.
We sat here and said it. Like, just if he's going to crash and burn at doing promos, let him try at least.
Yeah. We know who can speak. We
know all this backstage stuff. Like,
mates, we know who can speak. We were literally 2 centimeters away from him.
Yeah,
and we saw him speak.
Yeah, but they weren't giving. If it's unproven until you give him a chance to prove it, innit? Like, he was backstage in WWE. When he arrived in AEW, he was backstage until you eventually give a man a mic and let him go and speak in front of a live crowd, because that whole like backstage you can literally fumble and be like, okay, let's shoot that again.
Unless you're Sid Vicious.
Are
we live?
We're live, pal.
What a guy.
Yeah, but yeah, he's I know he's obviously working the crowd and doing what he needs to do as a heel sort of thing, but at the same time, I don't want to see like wrestlers like drawing each other out sort of thing and reacting to stuff like that. Even over the past month, the Will interviews and stuff where Will's been like, I'll spin the whole of WWE even on a bad day sort of thing. I'm literally like, Will, chill out.
No, but it's I like stuff like that where it's been said and it's been left alone. Because I'm now, when Will says that, I immediately start to imagine a WWE and AEW pay-per-view, and I'll be longing for that. I wish. I know. I don't think it's ever gonna happen, but I start thinking of stuff in my head like, okay, cool. With Ospreay versus Seth, I don't know, Roman Reigns versus Kenny. Like, I just start thinking of weird shit. So like, I don't mind stuff like that, unless they type it online and it fuels that. Then
he said it like, and he stands on that shit, and he knows how good he is, so he can stand on that shit. It's. For me, though, then obviously the issue is it now opens the conversation and everyone's talking about like metrics and stuff like that. Well, you guys can maybe wrestle better, but can you fill out a 50,000 seater? People were mocking Lance, what's his face?
Oh, for giving free tickets.
Yeah, what's his name?
That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
Lance Archer. Lance Archer was here at MMA event offering like the crowd free tickets. Who wants a free ticket? And there wasn't like a cap on so like one.
I should have given that.
Don't just give him out.
I swear. I want that though. No, but I don't think is that bad? Is that a bad thing?
I don't think it's a bad thing, but then again,
perception,
it's perception and metric wars in it, because the same AEW fans that will be happy with Lance Archer giving out free tickets are the same ones that will laugh at Brett Lauderdale waiting outside a Ring of Honor event giving out free tickets for GCW. So
it's like, have you ever seen a footage of anyone from WWE offering free Mania tickets?
That's crazy.
I don't.
If they do, I'm there.
I'm there.
The thing is, I don't doubt that they do it.
Russ is saving how much it costs. You remember Randy goes, how much you pay for your ticket? 10 grand. What the fuck?
Yeah. I don't doubt like WWE might secretly give, members of the armed forces.
Yeah, that's different. But that's behind closed doors.
Or, kids in hospital. Yeah, behind closed doors. But they look at it as like a premium event.
Yeah.
So you're not going to catch me telling people they can come here for free.
No.
But yeah, obviously that maybe wasn't intentional for AEW, but when you've got Lance Archer, who's like rarely even on TV, giving away tickets like Oprah, like, who wants a ticket? You want a ticket? You want a ticket? Like,
was it actually like that?
Yeah, he was inside the fucking cage offering AEW tickets in an MMA thing. Yeah.
Wild.
I like Lance Archer, but bro,
I love Lance Archer, and I think he should be on TV more.
Yeah.
But
you gotta keep giving
it's not a good look.
Tickets on the DL a little bit.
I mean, we all know how some of us arrived at All In Wembley last year. Need I say more?
Yeah. Who's some of us?
Yeah. Those of us that were present obtained entry into Wembley Stadium without paying a dime.
Wait.
Oh.
I'm not talking about deets or something, bro.
No! Max, no, you know what I'm talking about it.
You know what I'm talking about. How do you think we went to...
Wait, what?
No,
I'll talk about something else.
Nah, I know what you're talking
about. I don't know what you're talking about.
Listen, we all know there was a...
Wake up!
I know what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, Joe, you know what I'm talking about?
I told. What are you talking about? Type it.
No.
Well, yeah. All I'm saying is that, this free ticket thing is not going to make them look any greater. Of course, once you're at the show's flipping awesome. They always put on a great pay-per-view. But it's like, yeah, these are the things that just make people feel like, are they actually a big company? And for all the great wrestling they're doing, is their business right, basically.
Stayed on that topic. There was another thing on the menu about Tony. I saw a tweet of Tony Khan saying fans should not gatekeep AEW and allow more WWE fans to come watch the product and stuff. I'm happy with that. I think that's something good to point out. But then again, I don't know if you say that one day, next week you'll say, WWE are trying to kill me. I don't know what is. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, shout out to Tony Khan for pointing that tweet out.
It's a mature way for Tony Khan to use Twitter.
He's been speaking very maturely recently, as of recent as well.
I think it's the response that killed me. The person that said, "Oh, fair enough." He said, "Our leader said step down. We have to let them watch us."
You're the ones. Back in the day, your little brothers did something bad, so you go switch your mom. Your mom beats both of you guys. She beats both of you.
Fair play.
Fair play, man.
S&M. Say no more. Say no more. But yeah, I think that's a good way to, like obviously like those who combat this tribalism stuff.
The wrestling's for everyone, man.
The higher ups probably need to like come down and just flatten anything.
If WWE fans are showing interest in your product, you're not going to want to shoo them away because they're from the other side. You'll be like, listen, come over here. Do you know what I mean? And vice versa.
The thing is, might start smelling a bit nice.
Mox had he's the first person encounter.
I've been to many AEW shows in the US, and I tell you what.
Some girls tweeting live saying that someone next to me sank, and everyone found a guy. Do you remember that? Just tweeting live about someone sticks in the venue. Can someone find him?
Can someone find him? He's right next to you. That's deep, man.
Imagine that in a venue. That means people had to smell to actually find it.
It's him. Look, it's him. I know Americans because they was like this. Look.
It's bad because for something to smell that bad, you actually have to clip
I'm willing to die for this, bro.
I'm losing breath. Oh, shit. But yeah,
god,
it's a good way to combat it. I reckon the higher ups, like I said, higher ups need to definitely come down and.
He was good the other day. He had after the Double or Nothing. Someone asked him in a press conference about the whole counter programming with NXT always being on the same day of AEW, and he said, it's not going to put us out of business. He said something to that effect, like it won't end up well for them, sort of thing. Like, cool, and keep it stepping. Like, that's a nice little kind of professional way to deal with these things.
You should take it as a compliment.
Yeah,
there's nothing else. There's no other way to take it other than WWE see us as a threat.
Yeah, 100%.
That means we're doing our job.
Mm-hmm.
So he shouldn't be angry about it at all, because AEW fans aren't gonna switch off and put on Evolution or whatever they're gonna counter program it with. So
I think that's the one that's the stupid one to me. Putting is Evolution the same day as All In?
Yeah.
Or the same weekend? It's the same weekend, but is it the same day?
I think it might be. And then somebody else put online that it's taking place the same day in the same city as a Beyonce concert.
Yes, that's correct.
So how are you going to do an all-women's event when you have Beyonce? I don't know if the two markets cross that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think
probably not.
I don't think it's going to be mainly women at Evolution anyways, man.
Yeah, it's going to be men. And then babes that are watching Beyonce probably aren't watching
Beyonce. She's going to Beyonce. I didn't see Beyonce. Beyonce's going to Beyonce, bro. WWE, yeah.
But I think they're spiting their female talents by putting it on the day of All In, if that's the case, because it's just like, this is their big day, and even the female talents probably want to watch All In, support friends that are working over there. Like, it's just, there's a real lack of maturity when it comes to, like, it's business, and, you guys say that you're competition, so this is how people compete. Like, McDonald's is never going to close one day because I heard Burger King's open. Let me close McDonald's. So we won't open today. It's not how competition works.
And you'll never see them counterbook with, like, a Big Four pay-per-view against it. It's always,
this is it. It's something else that they're just throwing at you.
If they take the loss, they see it as, it's not a big deal. It's only elimination, which is wrong.
Yeah. It's competition, but there is definitely a, pettiness behind it.
No, for sure. They'll manage to watch Double or Nothing. I'm going to speak about it last week because I had man at the recent podcast.
Because you people were here rapping. You're doing crime sets.
Trust me. Sam surprised me.
Sam's bars are cold.
Yeah.
Mate, I remember I watched some. Was it Pac-Man TV or something?
Pac-Man TV, yeah, back in the day. Yeah. I had full head of hair, you know.
Yeah, and Sam had hair.
The blacks.
No.
I found Double or Nothing, bro.
Double or Nothing was amazing. Oh my god, I can't lie. It might be the best AEW pay-per-view this year.
It was very good, man.
Might be. I think it might be my favorite pay-per-view this year.
What was your favorite match?
Oh, Will Ospreay versus Hangman.
Oh yeah, that was sick.
That match was mental. Oh my god.
Cold.
I don't even think there's words. I haven't felt this strongly about a match this year since Will and Gabe. And even that match for me is like...
Kenny and Gabe.
Kenny and Gabe. And that match for me is stratosphere. Like, that's for me is the best match this decade I've watched. But this Will and Hangman match, it's like, as I'm watching it, each time I'm thinking, yeah, Will's going to go over.
Maybe.
Hangman's going to go over. Will might actually go over. No, Hangman's going to... And I think there was one sequence where Will's gone for the V-trigger. And then after that, Hangman's done the house call. And I'm like, these men are actually fucking insane.
Murdering each other.
I don't know what these men have... I don't know who these men are trying to prove something to. But whoever they're trying to prove it to, they've done it. These men are insane. And these men are less than 35.
Yeah.
They've still got 20, 30 years.
Yeah.
Ridiculous, man.
It for me, like, it's just how important. I think the promo before the Double or Nothing on TV.
Yeah.
Like, the belt just feels so fucking important now. It's like it's more than a belt. This is the rite of passage for who's going to wrestle back the company from Death Riders.
Yeah.
Like an end game.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like a... Because even the whole thing of
big fight feel.
Yeah.
Even down to the entrances, like with Will's entrance where he had this, he was like all his little taglines of why he deserves to win, why he has to win. I was like, nah, this genuinely feels like the finale of like a Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Like it's all culminated to this one moment. They've had their feud, their year or like Hangman's had his year or two of being distracted, losses, burning down the house, redemption, beating his mentor and Christopher Daniels to now get to this point. Will Ospreay, he's coming to this company hot. He's been compared with his boy Kyle Fletcher. He's been compared to Kenny Omega. Now he's going to prove to be the one and promise Darby that he's going to take this company back. And it was just like them colliding. I was just like, nah, this is what wrestling's about.
Yeah,
this is actually what. And for me, this match just showed me that AEW needs to survive as the alternative.
Yeah,
it has to. Like
anyone that wishes bad on AEW, they're brainless.
Yeah. Like, even in this day and age, that's a stupid thing to even do.
It's brainless. Honestly, like it's not a good thing if AEW don't stick around for the foreseeable, like at all. But yeah,
that was good, very good.
Just to puts the world title on a pedestal completely, like, and Will sticking to his word of right, Hangman, you're the guy. That means we now have to back you. Yeah. Swerve is like, I am not backing this guy. And then Will and Swerve are scrapping because Will is telling him you have to back this guy.
Yeah.
Like,
and it's sick because we're now all waiting for All In, and it's gonna. I think All In's gonna be a thing. Okay, do not crucify me, but I'm getting bloodline rules type of thing where people are gonna try and come in
potentially,
and they're gonna try and infiltrate.
They're gonna try and push them out. Help Hangman win the world title.
Hangman after it's gonna.
He'll be like, yeah. The manor, yeah.
You got goosebumps already.
Tickets to Texas. How much? When's that? Next week? Oh no, not July. In July. When July?
July 12th.
Yeah.
Korea's gonna be in the same.
He knows I'm not going anywhere.
I'm staying here.
I'm staying there.
Oh, but yeah, that's End game.
Let's just hope Moxley drops the title.
Well, if Moxley wins,
what
are we gonna do here?
That is it, bruv.
I can't. If Moxley wins, the story gets more exciting.
Did they want to end that pay-per-view with Moxley? That's not, still world champion.
The thing is this, if they played it, it's mad because it'll feel like a Dynamite episode. But if they played on a thing where it's like Moxley does that, and Ospreay's like, bun it, I have to do it now. I have to do it. I have to go. Like you can feel that sort of thing, like everyone's just down and out. Then Forbidden Door, he beats Moxley at Forbidden Door. Fireworks, pyro, brugadum, thingy, whatever you call it. O2 Arena's lifted up in the sky because of that win.
O2 Arena lifted in the sky.
Honestly, bro.
You know the only problem? I feel like if we get to that point where Hangman hasn't done it, I feel like we can easily get to the point where Will doesn't do it either. We were all alive and kicking when Roman Reigns came to Cardiff. They gave us the old big one that Drew McIntyre, he's home in England, he's gonna do it. And Drew didn't fucking do it. He wet the bed because Solo came out in a prime.
And he sang with Tyson Fury as well.
If Moxley wins, you're going to have to get the Texas version of Tyson Fury singing Sweet Caroline. Those fans are not going to go home happy if Moxley wins.
So I feel like if Hangman doesn't do it, it's very easy for Will and AEW to sell the whole Forbidden Door. He's home in England, 30 minutes down the road from Essex or whatever. Like, he's going to do it. And he doesn't. And then they very well might still be waiting out for Darby.
I can't lie. The story's exciting. The story's exciting.
Not for Darby. As Darby, Darby as the end goal of carrying that championship does not excite me.
I think the story's exciting if Adam Page loses at All In, which I don't think is going to happen. Then we now lead to Forbidden Door. And there's that whole thing of like, if Ospreay going to do it, Ospreay going to do it, and Ospreay does do it. Forget the Darby.
But you're saying it's exciting with the prospect of Ospreay winning.
Yeah.
Not with the prospect of if Ospreay potentially... Like, for me, an exciting story is whether whatever happens moving forward. You're not thinking about forward. You're thinking about Ospreay being the end game. So...
Which I think he should be, innit?
Following the...
Hangman needs to win. I don't think...
I think Hangman's definitely I think Hangman's going to win. But I would love to be in attendance for that. That's what I'm talking. I'm being greedy.
So one more question. So if Hangman wins, is it gonna feel like it's a new era in AEW? Is it gonna feel like a breath of fresh air?
I think so.
I feel like AEW's been reclaimed.
Okay.
We have to remember, right? This is who we call the main character of Dynamite of AEW.
Yeah.
So he has a very good case to be the person to win it back. At the same time, I don't think fans are deep enough. We haven't seen the world title since, September last year?
Yeah, is it not in a black bag or something?
It's in a briefcase. It was originally in a gym bag.
I don't think Gabe Kidd's even seen it himself. Gabe Kidd has seen it. He looked aside before he out the other day.
We haven't seen the world title in coming close to a year at this point.
Yeah, it's an interesting move.
Yeah, like All In has to end with that title on show in front of 50,000 people.
That title has to have fungus on it.
No,
that title has to have fungus on it. Big man thing has to have fungus.
No.
Like, it has to be mouldy.
They keep it in a briefcase, bro.
And it's metal.
But they left it in the dump. What the hell? They're death riders. Have they got a house to go to? Death riders, they ride out. You get it?
You think they live in an alleyway or something?
I'm being stupid.
A basement. Nah, like I think right now, especially after that promo, the promo before Double or Nothing, when Hangman and Will had that exchange, I was sat. I said, I'll shut up and enjoy the ride you people are taking me on. But if they go past All In and Hangman and they go past Forbidden Door and Will, they're waiting for Darby. That's it. God forbid.
So, do you think Forbidden Door is going to be less, like they're going to rely less on New Japan versus AEW this year then?
I think it's probably going to be a mixture of New Japan, Rev Pro, Stardom, CMLL, whatever.
They didn't rely on them too tough last year. Yeah. I think they really mixed up last year as well. So, the concept of the verses is gone.
Was I there last year? I can't remember.
Yeah,
Which one was last year?
No, you went Revolution last year, didn't you?
I know. I feel like I was at... Was Forbidden Door at...
I can't remember what happened on the card, to be fair.
I'm pretty sure I was at Forbidden Door.
You main event
sometime.
You main event Forbidden Door last year.
When was Mercedes Moné versus Stephanie Verker?
Forbidden Door last
Forbidden
year.
Door.
That was Forbidden Door.
Yeah.
I was there.
Okay.
So it must have been New York.
Yeah, it was in Elmont, New York.
Yeah.
UBS Arena.
Yeah. I can't remember. Who else was on that card?
So you had Carl Fletcher versus Serpentico. You had Kings of Black versus Ishii, Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong, Gabe Kidd. And you also had Widow Nightingale versus Tam Nakano, Mariah May versus Saraya, and Mariah May and Tony Storm versus Saraya and Harley Cameron. Lucha Bros versus Los Innobles of Japan. How do you pronounce that again?
Los Ingobernables.
Did you say the Lost Rages of Japan?
Just say L.I.J.
Let me say for record. Curtis is going to kill me. I'm over to kill myself now. L.I.J. Curtis.
He's going to tell you.
Try one more time. Put the
No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that, bro. I'm leaving that one. I'm leaving that one, bro. I'm leaving that one.
Lost in Japan.
Man said lost Indomie of Japan.
The bad man of Japan, bro. That's what they called from.
Man says lost Indomie of Japan.
MJ versus Hechasura. Elite versus.
That was a good match.
That was a good match, yeah.
Elite. Wait, trios match. So Elite versus Scissor Ace. That was Max Caster and Anthony Burns and Tanahashi.
Quickly on Tanahashi. That guy's knees are done.
Call it a day, man. Was it double or nothing? He came out. I said, what is this?
He went to go do his sling blade. I thought this guy's going to kill himself. Brother, it's okay. It's alright. Just retire now, man.
There's no meniscus there.
And isn't he wrestling at Forbidden Door?
Yeah, that's his last US match.
That's
his last UK match.
Yeah. Wow. So dead, man. Allow it.
Say he's going to wrestle Mox for the title.
Probably.
He's going to be okay.
Oh
God. Bryan Danielson versus Shingo.
That was a good match.
What? Tony Storm's in the match?
That was an Owen Hart tournament match, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Brian Hart.
Tony Storm versus Mina Shirakawa. She was in twice. I'm confused. Oh, that was the first round match. Sorry, mind up. Forget that.
Okay.
Cool. Zack Sabre Jr. versus Orange Cassidy. The Ops versus the Learning Tree. Jack Perry. Oh, ladder match. I don't remember this. There's ladder match.
Yeah.
Ladder match. Jack Perry, Takeshita, Mark Briscoe, Dante Martin, Leo Rush, and El Phantasmo.
Yep.
Also the vacant.
Yeah,
I remember. Yeah.
That's when Jack Perry won?
Yeah.
Mercedes
guy that's
Moné
missing right now.
defeated Stephanie Vaquer.
That was
crazy.
That was very good.
That was
match.
really
That's
good.
basically
Stephanie
what
Vaquer.
That was a WWE audition.
WWE audition, yeah.
Mercedes Moné was like online. She's like, "Oh, I'm not going to wrestle any wrestlers before the other company comes to take the
Comes
from
and
me."
takes them. Don't tell your boss to open his eyes and his checkbook. What are you talking about?
Naito defeated John Moxley. Wait, what? I don't remember that.
That was for the IWGP.
For the IWGP.
Is that when
title.
Moxley got boss open from the thingy? That when he cut himself open?
When he cut himself open when he didn't merit it.
He took a bump.
No, I think that was against Tanahashi. When he took a back.
The back
Back bump and then
and
went
cut his
outside.
head off.
You sure it wasn't Naito?
No, it was Tanahashi. That
How
was
do you
that
get
thing.
busted open from a backdrop?
Exactly.
John Moxley.
Oxen.
This match was flipping cold, man. Swerve versus Ospreay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that was
Okay, yeah. So they don't. It's not every match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That match was excellent.
But yeah, looking forward to it. You guys got your tickets yet?
For what? Forbidden Door?
No, yeah.
I'm waiting for the card.
Waiting to walk in free somehow.
Yeah.
I can't see. Oh, shit. Oh, fam.
Any other stand-up matches before we move on from Double or Nothing that you guys enjoyed?
Anarchy and
I think that's the best one that they've done.
Yeah.
That's definitely the best one that they've done.
That's fun.
You know, I love. It felt like a movie because you know the movies where like they're fighting in the bar and someone hits the radio and the radio turns off, then it turns serious. You see when Cesaro threw Swerve into the speaker,
yeah.
Bro, the match. Then after that's when the match kicked in, bro.
Yeah.
Crazy, man.
Hobbs for me was one of my MVPs of that match.
Yeah.
I was watching that match thinking Hobbs looks like he belongs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he looks like finally we've somewhat elevated him.
Yeah.
Him just being in this match with all these other top stars, like I'm not saying he's a main eventer, but we've elevated him to wherever he was. So yeah, it was a good showing by him as well.
How did that end again? What was that, interference or something?
No, they put everyone in the.
They put everyone in the ambulance, and then Kenny took even Matt or Nick to the stage to do a one-wing angel on the table. And then Swerve got his new AI collab. He got with Thumbtacks, and he done his Swerve stomp on to, I think it was even Nick, probably Nick.
Yeah.
What collab?
The AI,
the Reebok.
Reebok, they'll look at cold, man.
Yeah,
I'll buy them. I'd wear them.
Yeah.
And so stomp, he said.
Yeah. Nice finish. I think one of my favourites was spots in the match was when Will Hobbs has come in and he's now started doing the spine buster onto everyone.
Yeah.
And then Willow's come in and the spine buster, and then she revealed that shirt, big black and
and
jacked. That was sick, man. That match was excellent, man.
Yeah, it was good fun.
Very good. They do. I think when it comes to like Anarchy in the Arena, or even just like any hardcore match in general, they do it properly. That's their forte. Like WWE's forte is triple threat.
Yeah.
That's their thing.
I think Anarchy in the Arena is definitely their best sort of unique AEW match.
Yeah.
Like not the casino battle royals and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
This is definitely what they do best.
It works best. Yeah. And it's probably a very hard match to do given that if you're everywhere, there's a lot of outside interference that could happen. So like fans have to be on best behavior for this to work. The minute something mad happens, they're probably going to lock it off and never do it again.
It reminds me a lot of hardcore WWE hardcore matches in like the late 90s.
When they need to go backstage, boiler rooms and stuff.
Anything can happen.
Good TV.
WWE's lost that essence when it comes to like their street fights and hardcore matches.
It really has.
I mean, talking about WWE, they've went and done this Slim Jim crap and put Slim Jim on fucking tables so that we can get, what did they say? A cracking, when people go through a Slim Jim cracking moment or some bullshit. Like,
there was one match I remember partaking. I was actually scared of this match. As a kid, I was scared to watch. I think it was Mankind versus Kane. They went to the boiler room and Undertaker.
The boiler room.
As a kid, I was flipping scared of that match, bro. I was shook, bro. I was like, it's a boiler room. It was going to
Everywhere's hot.
Yeah, just me.
Steam.
I think Mankind had the mask 10 times, innit? So I was shook on Mankind anyway. But yeah, that was we need to go back to that, man. Boiler room matches and
boiler room brawls.
Yeah, all that sort of stuff, man. Like, come on, man.
The match started in the boiler room or something.
No, I think, did they go there?
They went there, yeah. I don't think it started. It wasn't a boiler room match. They just went into the boiler room.
Even the match with Big Show, Raven, and
Kane.
WrestleMania, and they went backstage. Yep, missing the trick here. Someone, they need to do gorilla position. See the gorilla position that always goes. Someone needs to go there and beat they need to fight in there.
Flog someone in there.
I mean, they did White 6.
Oh yeah.
Don't like that. All the man got a second chance at life. Do you know how blessed they are to have a second chance at life? And was spliffed. Sefing had a gunshot through his head.
Chad Gable.
And he came back as Americano and Grande.
Now he's wrestling Vikingo for the Mega Championship.
You have to get shots. Come on, man. Blood sacrifice. On the menu as well, we got this new film that The Rock's going to be in. Smashing Machine. I can't lie. I'm excited for it still. Very excited for it.
The Rock's finally going to beat the allegations of him not being a great actor.
I think he will.
Yeah.
After watching that, I think he will. And he's got another film coming out of A24 as well, where it's like a psychology, like a thriller.
He's doing.
So I think he's going into that territory.
He's trying.
Him and A24 should.
Let's see the films first.
No, I've watched the trailer.
Yeah.
I'm with Mex. I want to see the film.
But a trailer is meant to be the best bit, right? Yeah. The trailer's meant to be what makes you buy the film.
Not for me.
Well, you see the trailers.
I've watched shit trailers and went to watch the film. The film was sick. For example, do you know the trailer for Sinners? I didn't like the trailer for Sinners.
No, sir.
Did you watch the trailer for Sinners?
No, I didn't even see the trailer.
There you go. But you went to watch you watched the film.
I haven't watched the film
Oh
yet.
my gosh.
Sorry, man. Allow me, man. Life's been busy, man.
It's on.
Say no more.
Okay.
I watched it last week.
We'll see in it, but like The Rock's not in my good books right now, so I ain't rushing to watch no film from The Rock, bruv. We'll see.
I'm buying the ticket for sure.
I've realised WWE aren't really in that. I remember maybe like the mid 2000s onwards during like the PG area where they had like the WWE studios and WWE music and where they were actually like producing their own films and producing their own music. I feel like that was probably an easier gateway for a lot of these wrestlers to get into Hollywood, as opposed to now where these wrestlers are now having to go on their own accord or maybe be nepo babies like Roman Reigns for them to potentially get into Hollywood. I don't know.
It builds a portfolio for them, bro.
Yeah, I mean, but as of now, nobody's really doing movies. Do you know what I mean?
Roman Reigns was
like Liv Morgan. She just come back.
Drew McIntyre was in that new film with Batista where there was like, do you ever see the trailer for it? There's a big film. I think John Cena's in that film as well.
Yeah, Roman and Drew McIntyre's playing a bad guy.
Yeah. But you're right. I feel like we definitely need that. Like, you know, it's seeing. I think for them now, I think WWE want to be as visible as where they can. For example, like being at these award shows, being in these high-top retail stores, collaborating with these big brands and that sort of stuff. Like, I think that's where WWE want to be rather than them tapping to Hollywood. Because I don't know, maybe that's Triple H's game plan of what he wants to do.
I think they probably just lost a lot of money in Hollywood as well. Because not one of those WWE movies was done
well. Yeah.
I mean,
I like the Marine. I can't lie.
Marine's good.
Original one. Yeah. I mean, after that,
like Triple H driving the school bus.
What was the name of that film?
I can't.
It was like a babysitter or something. Yeah.
Fighting My Family. What did I do? Did I do bits? I didn't.
It was okay, but it was like a different. Like this wasn't trying.
That was a wrestling film. Yeah, it wasn't something.
I think that was co-produced by The Rock as well. That was his production company that was involved as well.
The only one I think I slightly enjoyed was like the Condemned with Steve Austin in.
Condemned was good.
That was not bad at all. But that Triple H one was
one film.
I'm guessing maybe now because obviously WWE's with Netflix, Netflix could be a route of I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. We might start seeing Naomi in like a Tyler Perry film, or
we
might see I don't know Zelina Vega in Black Mirror in the future. Like who knows?
Remember back in the day when you'll watch a TV show and there'll be like a guest star appearance, and you'll watch for example, like what can I use? A Hannah Montana or something, and then John Cena just appears. Like they should do stuff like that.
I think apparently they still do it, but obviously because we're not kids, we're not tapped into those type of shows.
Well, they still do it. So me and my son's favorite Scooby Doo, like obviously we play it for him is the one when they went to Wrestlemania. They still do it. So they done one with Scooby Doo, and I think they've done another one. They've done a few.
I'm sure the Scooby Doo one's old though.
That's old, yeah.
They had like Sin Cara. Sin Cara was like a main
that's
character. Sin Cara's the main character.
Ask Lane who's your favorite wrestler is.
Sin Cara.
Sin Cara, because he's got the toy as well.
He loves it. It's a mystical.
Trust me. There's even a Flintstones film as well. Flintstones.
Yeah.
Oh, mad.
Yeah, you're right. I think they probably need to go back into that, and tap more back into that. Oh, watch this.
Giant.
No. Is it HBO? Or?
No, this is WB Films.
Oh.
Let me check that.
As much as I respect Andre the Giant, I wouldn't sit down to watch anything more than 10 minutes to do with Andre the Giant.
10 minutes is generous. 10 minutes is generous, I can't lie.
You're right, because I think they have a limit. Like, for example, I was watching the Dark Side of the Ring episode. What's the guy called again? Oh, the one that Hulk Hogan catted everything from. There's one wrestler, Hulk Hogan stole every single thing.
Superstar Billy Graham?
Yes.
Yeah, Billy Graham.
I watched the Dark Side of the Ring episode, and after the part where they showed the competition, I can't lie, the way they edited it was cold. So they done this, they showed Hogan doing this, they showed the top. Bro, the editing was cold. After that part, I went
superimposed.
Bro, I swear Hulk Hogan's a cat. Even when the beard thing, they zoomed on his beard. I was like, this guy copied everything.
Yeah. Really did.
But his story is probably good. But I just feel like after that part, I
turned off.
Because he was a Mormon. I think he was a pastor as well. He was a preacher before.
Right.
Have you seen the Muhammad Hassan episode?
I need to watch
that. That was a great episode.
That was a great episode. That one was really good.
That was a great episode.
I need to watch that one. I need to watch the Sheik one as well.
What was in that?
Oh, Sheik was in that
episode. Muhammad Hassan.
Oh, bro, they broke down everything. Like, so Muhammad Hassan was destined for greatness from the beginning.
No, he was really good.
From the beginning, and I knew that as well. Obviously, after watching other stuff online, I saw his video with Chris Van Vliet. But he was destined for greatness to the point where like he was gonna beat. I think he was gonna beat Batista at Great American Bash.
Yeah.
That was the plan. But the way they killed this guy off, man, badly. It's Stephanie's fault. It's Stephanie's fault.
Why?
Yeah, she was in charge of creative around that period.
Yeah, he went to her. He goes, I don't feel comfortable doing this Muslim stuff. Like, just dead it. He goes, like, and after her response basically came out, I was like, I run this thing. You follow my orders. Even Eddie, do you remember the Eddie Guerrero part? That was embarrassing.
You say it's Stephanie's fault, right? But part of what was helping to get him over was that entire gimmick.
No, okay, it got him over. He was really over as a heel.
Yeah.
But when he was over heel, because he was coming on the thing was like, guys, you guys treat me as I'm an immigrant. I was born here. I'm just Arab. You guys look at me on the thing. I go on the plane. You guys look at me weird, but I'm from the same country you guys from. Don't treat me any different. That was fine. When they started tapping into the whole Muslim stuff and he was bringing out
like the fundamentalist stuff.
That's when it started going left, man.
I just also don't know why they had to cancel his whole career.
Bro, they could have reinvented him.
Because wrestling fans are smart enough to know. You'd think they were smart enough to know, okay, this isn't real. Like, he could come out like a month later just as somebody completely different and people will get over it quickly. Like, he could have come out on Raw the next night and be like, I'm actually Italian.
It's a me, man. It's a me.
Even the way the match ended was very deep because it was like the story. Because obviously, where he lost his last match was Undertaker, where they killed him off. That was in his hometown. So when the match finished, he drove home. Like he went to Johnny Ace, and he was like to Johnny Ace because they kicked him off TV. No, there was bare news reports coming out about him, like creating controversy and after. He went to Johnny Ace and goes, Johnny Ace, I'm about to buy a house. So I buy it. Johnny Ace goes, no, don't buy it. So then at that point, now he said, I'm doomed. I'm done. Remember the Eddie Guerrero part as well?
In terms of the finish, the camel clutch. I've seen that.
Was deep, bro. I didn't know Eddie Guerrero's dad created that.
Yeah.
I thought Anarchy created that.
No, it's Gory Guerrero.
Guerrero's created a lot of moves.
Yeah.
What's his one? The Gory Buster.
Gory Buster. A lot of those. Yeah, a lot of those stuff. Yeah.
But you guys should watch it.
Time to check out.
It's good, man. They show some of his OVW clips as well. I didn't know he started off in. I didn't know that they started off in OVW. I thought he went straight to him because the first vignette I saw was him. There was a vignette where it's like blue and he turns around and he goes, "Hi, I'm Mohammed Hassan," and he starts to interview.
So you thought he just went to Connecticut and said, "Yeah, we're gonna film you."
No. Okay, what I'm saying, man.
Okay. They just said, "Yeah, just go to the green screen. We're gonna film you."
What I'm trying to say is that I didn't because in OVW, do you know he done Mohammed Hassan gimmick there?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought he was Mark Kopani in OVW. Then they ghosted him out for a bit. Then he came in.
Came up, yeah.
That's what I thought it was.
Oh, fair.
I'm trying to. Man, was trying to dose us.
You done it yourself. Lost in
Hey, you look like a Muslim. I'm actually Italian. Doesn't matter. Just get on camera.
I don't correct you. How do I pronounce it?
Los Ingonables.
Los Ingonables.
I said Los Indomie.
I said Los Ingobles. Ingobles. Oh, but yeah, you should watch it if you get a chance.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely check it out, man.
Yeah. And Daphne one's good as well.
I haven't seen Daphne.
I didn't know that she was bipolar.
Yeah.
She was schizophrenic or bipolar. She had
I think she was schizophrenic.
Yeah, I didn't know she was actually schizophrenic. You know? And that thing chizzed her at TNA, bro.
What was it at TNA?
Bro, Abyss chokeslammed her and she landed on her head crack. Like, bow, like, bust her head open, bro.
Ooh.
And she lost, I think she lost some sort of thing in her head or something. I don't know. It damaged her a lot.
Crazy.
Yeah, it damaged her a lot. Yeah. Money in the Bank this weekend.
Yes, sir.
How fast did that come? Very fast.
Pardon?
Gosh. That came around pretty fast. Money in the Bank came around pretty fast. Should we do predictions, yeah?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. These official for Anarchy and Mex. Are these official predictions?
Oh no! Yeah.
I still need to do my predictions.
There's 4 matches again, bro.
I know. It's so hard to make these predictions interesting now. I'm like, okay, 2 points.
Before I go through the predictions, 19th of June, Colour Factory. I think is this sold out?
I have no idea.
Colour Factory, Hustle Show. Make sure you guys get the tickets. Tickets in our bio right now. It's gonna be another lit show. Dell's gonna be a tag team match. His debut. It'll be lit. I've seen Dell's attire. Lit, bro. Honestly.
Get it.
Is it secret? Can you tell us what's
under the hoodie right now?
Is it sequins?
I ain't got shit yet. I don't know who I'm there, man.
Oh, fam. Do you know it'd be fun if he came out in actual like the EM0 attire?
Oh, as in
with the face, with the eye.
What would your dream attire be?
Yeah.
I actually don't know. I genuinely don't know.
I can't lie. You know what you wore in your debut?
Yeah.
I kind of like it, you know?
Oh, with
the vest and stuff, just bare rough and like you're just ready to get it cracking, bro.
If I was to add on to that, I'll probably have a longer. You had pinstrap.
Pinstrap. Yeah, I've got pinstraps.
I think if you had pinstrap trouser, and the vest. But like a tight vest and a bit of the oil here, a bit just you know the Moxley, you know what's it, the D Lambert.
Oh, the body,
the body, you had a bit of the Brody Lee here,
looking like a truck driver.
I can't like that attire, boy. It's scary. I can't like you're on Baz if you have that, you know. Have a bit of the sweat, then a bit of the Vicks there.
This man
like
just
a white family.
He walked out of a garage
and have the durag on. You're good, fam. You're gonna wrestle durag.
Yeah, we'll see. Another homage in it.
I like
This guy tried to play. I said to Darius, like, I want durag on homage for you. Lurd was just like.
I saw it.
Oh shit, man! Big up Darius, man.
Big up Darius, man. And shout out to Natty as well. 99 Heart.
Big up Natty as well.
Yeah, you guys. Big up everything you guys are doing in Dungeon as well. Okay, cool. First match. This is the men's Money in the Bank. Men's Money in the Bank. Solo Sikoa, LA Knight, Penta, Seth Rollins, Andrade versus El Grande Americano. I know who's gonna win this match.
Got to be Seth, right?
Yeah, but I've also got an idea. I also feel like actually no, I don't think it's gonna work. No, forget.
Yeah, Rollins is ultimately my pick, but I think I think Americano might win.
I want to say that he reveals himself in his Chad Gable.
Maybe.
I think he should do that.
But what I think is going to happen is if Rollins doesn't win, my thought of Americano winning is that he eventually at some point beats Vikingo for the Mega Championship.
He's got a match.
Chad Gable has a match with Vikingo.
Chad Gable loses, he then wins the Money in the Bank and challenges again as
Viking.
So I like that booking.
Okay.
So wait. Okay, that's mad still.
I think if Rollins is my pick, but if they're, because either way, right? I believe the rumors. I've been saying it. Triple H don't like Money in the Bank.
He doesn't.
Yeah,
because
he never won it. He doesn't.
He was never in it, and Triple H could have put himself in it. Yeah, he don't like it. So, like I said, I think whoever wins it is probably cashing in on Jay within the next week.
Yeah.
And if it is Chad Gable Americano to win it, he can fuck off the Money in the Bank to AAA, and he can go be champion over there. And ultimately, he doesn't have to deal with that either. And AAA can have their Mega Championship running around on Raw, and eventually Vikingo or Del Rio can beat.
Del Rio is not stepping forward.
He's not in the WWE. I mean, Americano can go over there and Del Rio beats him for it.
Women's Money in the Bank: Alexa Bliss, Roxanne Perez, Rhea Ripley, Julia, Naomi and Stephanie Lker. I would love for Naomi to win.
I want Naomi to win.
To be honest, I think it's got to be Naomi.
I don't think it's gonna be.
Jesus Christ!
I don't think you're bringing all these new people up for them to not win the briefcase.
They're free women.
I just think it's too much.
I feel like it's not necessarily an audition for them. I think this is just for them to showcase themselves against the best, and it's a good way for them to lose without actually getting pinned. I think Naomi has to win.
I think it's like you're saying. It's just putting them where we want you guys to view them.
Yeah,
this is their level with Rhea Ripley and these other people. But
I think it's too late. Yeah, it's too late in the year for them to showcase themselves at a Royal Rumble. So this is the next best thing to showcase themselves at.
I wasn't happy with Tiffany Stratton winning last year. I feel like her title run has only been decent as of after WrestleMania. I feel they'll just repeat the cycle if they go and put it on Julia, Lker, or Roxanne Perez. As much as I like those women, I just feel like it's just too early. We don't really know enough about them as an audience, you know.
So my thought is Roxanne Perez, so that plays with this power dynamic with a Judgment Day a little bit more. If she's got the briefcase and Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez only have the tag titles, especially if they end up losing those tag titles at some point, Roxanne has an extra bit of pull that they don't have, and that might do something with the guys in Judgment Day.
It's good. That's definitely good.
But we'll see. I think this one's a lot more difficult to predict than the men's one.
Men's one's pretty hard.
I think Naomi wins, and then what I've thought maybe Bianca somewhere beats Naomi for that title, and then we get round to Rhea versus Bianca.
Do you think they could have Naomi cash in and then either Bianca or Jade route in the cash in? Because I don't think the women's one has had a failed cash in attempt.
I don't think, with the allegations around Triple H and black people, Triple H should dare explore that on Naomi this year.
She'll walk out again.
I love Triple H, and I don't believe that man is a racist. But, I cannot defend you if you run that. I can't defend you anymore. Not this year. No, Hunter, don't do it. No.
Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso versus John Cena and Logan Paul.
John Cena and Logan Paul.
I think it's got to be Cody and Jay.
I think Logan can take a pin.
Yeah.
I think this is how Cody gets his title shot back, is by
That's a shot.
Pinning John Cena.
What's the next serious pay-per-view after Money in the Bank?
SummerSlam, I think.
There's a Saudi show.
There's a Saudi show.
Crown Jewel.
Night of Champions. There's Night of Champions at the end of this month.
Crown Jewel's in Australia.
Yeah. But there's a Saudi show at the end of this month.
Night of Champions.
Night of Champions, yeah.
You've got
and then SummerSlam 1st of August. Yeah. What's in July? Nothing in July?
We're already in July now. Oh no,
we're in June, bro.
No, nothing. Nothing. Crown Jewel. I'm tired. I'll be real. I'm actually tired, bro. My head's
I don't think there's anything in July.
Not gonna best. A dog in the breast. I'll make you guys laugh today, bro. I'm sorry.
I said Los Iglesias.
Los Enrique Iglesias.
Los Enrique Iglesias.
Oh, shit.
Oh, fam. At least I can make myself laugh at it, man. Honestly, that's what that's about.
So do you think the SummerSlam match is Cody versus John Cena?
Yeah, because I don't think he needs Cena to be champ for the rest of the year.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think Cena needs to be champ for the rest of the year. He'll sell tickets without him being champ.
I got bad news for you, bro. That guy's not leaving that belt until he leaves, bro.
You reckon?
Yeah,
you reckon he's going to hold it right to the end of his run?
And after probably lose it then. I think he's going to hold it to the end.
He
needs to. I think like
he's been
going on and on about ruin wrestling. I think there's still more stuff to ruin. Keep going.
I think he needs a period of losing the belt and turning back to a face. Like what you're basically saying, unless he's going to turn holding the belt, that he's going to basically retire as a heel.
Yeah, which I think he should.
You think that's what they will do?
I don't even care. I just don't care. He's ruined it already.
Yeah, I can't.
I don't care, man. I was talking about Saturday.
I was saying, like, he now has to...
No, jump on, look. Hey, Jay, I see you holding that title. How would your family feel if a YouTuber took it away from you?
He lose it to a YouTuber.
You can't even see me no more. Look at me, he's talking. You can't see me.
I think is he on SmackDown this week?
He was on SmackDown last week, but I don't know about this week.
I'm not sure.
I don't know if he's on before the pay-per-view, but I feel like if he gets R-Truth or we want Truth back chance, he just needs to flip it on his head and be like, I got rid of him.
I was the reason why he left.
Yeah, run something like that.
He's not around no more.
He's not around no more. Who do you think that's because of? Yeah, I think he needs to run something like that to get some level of heat.
The truth.
You can't see the truth.
All of you, I can't see the truth. Are you? I don't know. He used to be some wordplay in him. I think it'd be nice. Hey, rapper, God, what should she say?
I said, give him a line.
Los Iglesias.
Los Iglesias, Oh, last match, live at Kyria versus Becky Lynch. This is Becky Lynch's last match going in for the title. So
whilst Lyra's champion,
yeah.
Becky, you don't think she's gonna win?
I think Lyra's.
I was thinking Lyra's.
You think Lyra's gonna beat her again?
I was thinking Lyra's gonna beat her again.
I think this is gonna be like they're gonna try and give Lyra a big boost.
Yeah.
You lot making me. I have to go back and watch the vignettes again. I've missed something. I've clearly missed something.
Don't look at the league table. I'm not doing well.
No, I think Lyra's confidence in this feud has been so
it's been up
there.
She smashed it. Yeah.
There's no way in hell that she's gonna allow Becky to beat her. I don't know.
The only thing is, okay, so Lyra's beaten Becky now on 2 occasions for the NXT title and for the IC title the first time. I feel Becky needs a win. I don't. Yeah, if it could come outside of winning the belt, then that might suffice. But I feel like if she's gonna go with this Becky Hogan politicking type character, she probably needs to win at some point. Surely, she needs to win something, and then maybe start blocking people that are coming back at her. If Lyra tries to get another opportunity, she's like, "No, I spoke to this person. I'm not wrestling." Yeah, like for the characters to kind of take off. Yeah, she probably needs to win, but that's what I was thinking. But
I think it's a good 50-50. I just think who will the victory mean more to? And I think for me that's Lyra. But I think I just don't want to see her lose after building up all this momentum.
Yeah.
We'll see.
It's a good
show. Be a good match though.
Yeah.
Very good match. Very good match.
They could have Becky win, have a little run, and then she drops the title to Lker, because that woman is over.
Yeah,
that woman's crazy over.
Thanks, Booker T.
Yeah.
They done it at Raw.
Yeah, Pat McAfee
how was it?
Gentrified iteration of it.
How was it? Was it like?
It was just like No, he didn't even go as long as like Booker T.
Lino,
was
don't
like,
clip that.
I forgot Lino, this bandit.
The last time she's done it, I think it was Battleground. For the
whole
crowd was doing it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know, there's gonna be some WWE freak doing it in an airport. When
Yeah.
A
real freakazoid.
She's gonna turn and do this.
My missus, what was I watching? It was Battleground, right? Where she fought Jordan Grace.
Yeah.
When I was watching that, and then my missus was like, "Why is he's making that noise?" Booker T doing, and I told her why. He's like, "Oh, men are such pigs, man." I said, "It's the whole crowd." Didn't you hear all of them?
I remember a few years ago. Last year, my wife was like, "Oh, these women, they're just like dressed in like nothing, blah, blah, blah." And I was like, "No, it's not like that anymore. Like we take women's wrestling seriously." And then the next night, I was watching Raw, and Maxine Dupree comes on.
Naked.
Did you know I've just come in when I was watching like?
Oh, fam. Hey, by the way, I was gonna say, Max's missus knows some wrestling history. I was baffed.
Oh, what?
Watching fight. Was it fight?
Fighting in my family,
Watching fight with family, just on and back, and now she goes, "Didn't this come at the time when Paige was feuding, blah, blah?" I was like, huh?
Using the word feuding?
Yeah, she was using that word. She knew the words. I was like, wait, Max, what you been doing? What the hell? She knew.
I'll tell you, there was a period, especially after Total Divas and Total Bellas, she was in it. She was
crazy,
here. Like,
man.
I'm not watching Raw at night, but like when I'm watching it during the day, she's there, sat watching Raw, like
it connects.
trying to understand. Yeah, literally, like
Crazy.
she became very invested in Naomi and stuff from that show, and Nia Jax, and she started when all the stuff about John Cena not marrying Nikki Bella came out. She was like, "Oh, I saw the signs. My woman instinct. I saw it. I knew it was gonna happen." Blah blah blah. Like,
Riz on the same thing to me. She goes, "That John Cena guy, he's such a bad guy, isn't he?" I was like, "Bad guy?" Because I'm watching Total Divas. This guy's bad. He's treating his wife.
John Cena was a prick, though.
he was a big prick.
Because I didn't watch the match. I watched it back.
The dinner table shit.
With Daniel Bryan.
Oh, yeah.
He was.
He was a prick.
We come here, we sit for dinner at 7 o'clock.
That's the John Cena I want to see.
Yeah, that's a good heel.
That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
What's the real life John Cena?
He had no.
He's just dead, like dead emotion.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He no-sold everything on that show. Like, it's like someone put a gun on his head.
It's as if someone forced him to be on the show.
Like, he no-sold everything. Nothing excited him. Like,
Dude said he has a cigar room. If you want to come into it, you have to dress up as well.
yeah.
That's mad.
But it's like you have to dress up, you have to wear a suit, but you have to not wear shoes in the house.
Yeah.
So you're just in a three-piece suit with
socks.
white socks.
Man said, "You gotta force me to be on TV. I'm gonna give them a reason for them to not have me on TV again." Well, but everyone loved it, so
Yeah.
oh, come on, man.
Do you remember when he proposed, didn't it, to Nikki at WrestleMania?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Oh my God, what are we watching, bro?
That was definitely for content. That was COE. That was
They'll face it. Who did they face?
Miz?
The Miz and Maurice.
Yeah. I can't believe John Cena done that. Hey, Hulk Hogan would never. Hulk Hogan doing that.
Hogan has done worse.
He's done worse. Imagine Stone Cold done that to you. Come on, man. Poster boys. Are you right?
Yeah, they had Cena in their hand, in the center of their hand, for them to get him to propose at Mania.
That was a big Vince McMahon moment.
Yeah, 100%.
I looked at him, I was like,
You don't actually have to do it.
I think I looked at him, I was like, "You're a big man. You actually have to do this. You actually have to do this."
Remember the time when he bought a ticket to WrestleMania and he stood in the crowd and tried to be Undertaker?
Yeah,
Was that the year after?
It might have been.
This guy's having a mare. And I'm taking a full entrance.
I'm trying to get a match to Mania.
He sat within the crowd. He was WrestleMania towards the
What a little bitch.
And then what? Someone came and told him that he could have a match. And he ran up the thing. Yeah. And then he got squashed by Taker, wasn't it?
Yeah. That didn't make sense.
Rubbish.
That didn't make sense.
Oh, Vince McMahon, you're going to pay for all of this thing, man. You're going to pay for every single one of these bookings.
One thing Vince won't pay for is his WrestleMania tickets, man. They were cheap. Thank you, Vince.
I'm sorry. No idea how we managed to get LA tickets for like £80, man.
Not a chance anymore. But
even though, how much? 150 for 2 nights.
No, it was like 80.
80 as well. How much are you?
Mine was like 300. for the 2 nights.
That's still good though.
I was happy with that.
You know what? These days you're gonna struggle to get like Bloodsport ticket for $80 this time.
Yeah.
Last time prices are going up crazy.
You paid £60 for Bloodsport.
Yeah,
last time.
It's expensive when you really
Crazy.
think about
I was telling Marcus we just got it. Colleague of mine at work, he had paid for his hotel and flights to New Orleans, and now obviously they've changed it because he went through like an agency or something. They've kind of agreed that they saw obviously Mania's moved, so once it's all settled, like he can go to wherever it's gonna be for the same price. If it's in the same price. But he's apparently now there's rumors that when it was gonna be at New Orleans, it might now be a week after in the same month, but they're gonna move the date. Yeah.
I'm confused. What?
So say it was meant to be this weekend
In New Orleans.
at New Orleans. Yeah. It's now gonna move. The weekend is gonna move.
So Wrestlemania still gonna happen.
It's still gonna happen.
But
Not in New Orleans. In a new location.
In Vegas.
They're moving that weekend. So it won't be the same weekend. It might be the one after or whatever.
In Vegas.
Yeah. But he was my colleague was gonna go with his brother to New Orleans, and his brother can't do the following week because his brother's a teacher. We're back at school.
Oh, fuck.
So he's he's just so vexed, and with all the ticket prices, like my colleague again, he paid $6 or something to go to O2 when they were just in London and stuff like that.
He got money.
Him and his brother, $6. So he's just becoming like super frustrated with it all. Like he just said, if they move the date and I can't go, like I'm just gonna fuck it all off really and just bun WWE, just stop watching. Like he said, he's just beginning to just having like these are people like, you know, we try to go for the big show once a year, but these are people that are trying to go as often as possible, especially as a foreign fan in this country. So like when you're now being priced out and they're fucking with you with the dates and everything, like he's just like, what's the point? Like,
that's when you start feeling isolated as a fan.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
That's
not the booking, not because this person jumped from this company to that company. The pricing.
Yeah.
Wrestling should be accessible to everyone. So.
Thank you.
Blue light.
Time of the podcast.
Wrestling should be accessible. Yeah.
But I can't. I had to get some
SEO, LIG or whatever that.
Lost Indomie.
I'll be real. I need some SEO in this bitch, bro. Because I can't lie. We need
the help.
We need the help. Yeah, Mark, thanks for coming on, man.
Thanks for having me. Thank you.
Appreciate it, man.
Good to see
Where
you,
can
brother.
people find you, Mark, bro?
I mean, on the Discord, be a member. And
That's the one.
That's it.
That's the one.
That's it, man.
That's it.
Yeah. Mark, if WrestleMania is Saudi next year, you going?
I want to try and go. Yeah, for sure. I'm there. I want to be there.
Saudi?
Super WrestleMania.
I wouldn't mind.
Saudi's
nice.
You know, Super WrestleMania and WrestleMania is not the same thing.
No. That's what I said. That's the shout.
I wouldn't mind.
Man.
I want to go to a Rumble.
Rumble is definitely...
Rumble's a shout. You went to Rumble. You went to Rumble, Florida. I should have went, man.
I went to Rumble. It was good. It was really good. The only problem is it was in a baseball stadium.
Yeah.
And it just means where I sat, you were so far back from the ring just because of the design in the stadium. So now I don't think I'll go to a pay-per-view that's in a baseball stadium again.
Yeah.
Great. But being there live, it's like another, something off the bucket list. Really.
Yeah. Shit, that's what I need to go.
So what, Rumble or Mania? Which one would you pick?
Mania.
You know what? So I went to Rumble by myself. I would say the better one would be wherever I was with you guys. Because I was there by myself and it wasn't the same.
Yeah.
But if you guys were at Rumble with me and I went to Mania by myself, I'd probably pick the
Rumble. Yeah.
Because
it's the whole experience.
It made such a difference having you guys there with me at Mania.
Do you remember when Undertaker came, the lights went off? Everyone's
oh my god! Yeah,
I grabbed onto Mark and I was like, yes,
that's the thing. Mania literally turns grown men into little children.
Kids. Yeah.
Point where you want
even when we experienced Roman beating Cody last thingy. Yeah, man. Yeah, we were fatigued.
Memories.
Yeah, memories, man. Hold forever.
Sensation.
£80.
Never again.
To 30K. Crazy. One day, no. I'll be real. One day, the Sky High ticket's gonna be called 30K one day. And people are still gonna go. Dickhead. Dickhead.
You got money, man.
Dickhead.
People have money.
I wonder why they're putting Mania in Saudi. They're the only people that can afford to pay a ticket for it at these prices.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Oh, fam. But yeah, guys, any announcements before we go?
June 19th hustle. Make sure you're there.
I might be dropping a thing tomorrow, by the way. You're hearing this guy first. We're dropping our training videos now. Our open sessions for members only. So if you want to see Del, me, Jem, whoever comes to training, Tyrese, big up Tyrese, by the way, in action, so become a subscriber, become a member, and you can watch these videos. Those are some crazy shit. That power bomb we done was crazy.
Oh, cheers, man.
What was it? Is that you're gonna add that to your music?
Yeah, it's called the Sarah J bomb.
Really?
Sarah J.
Is it fast Sarah J?
Can you behave yourself, please?
Is it Sarah J bomb? Is it Sarah?
I mean SJB, but Sarah J bomb.
I think it's SJB. Don't call it Sarah J bomb.
I think SJB sounds
You know why? Your nephews are gonna be watching you, bro.
Yeah, it's true.
So you need to keep it. You know what I mean, fam?
I'll call it. I don't know.
I'm not even ask you what does SJB mean. The Inquisitive now.
So
see, dedicated. So you're not listening to.
No, I'll figure something in it. But yeah, no.
You should definitely add that because when you drop the second one.
Yeah, I showed Johnny.
Yeah,
it was like, the second one, keep the second one.
Yeah.
So I was like, I want to get comfortable with like doing seated moves. He's like, he hates doing seated.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what, I hear it.
Thing was feeling my headbutt though.
So
my headbutt, Rain.
He was feeling it.
Rain was feeling my headbutt. What?
I didn't hear butt.
Oh, I don't do that. That's this, bro.
Sorry, man. No, I didn't hear you. I just heard she's feeling my head. I was like,
that's crazy.
That's a bit mad.
Yeah, feeling my headbutt still, so I might add that to my repertoire as well.
Yeah. I think what we need to do in the open sessions, we all just need to go in with a list of stuff that we want to try.
Yeah.
Film it, and then same way that Jem did the compilation, just do that.
Yeah.
Rather than us going in blind and just trying stuff and gassing.
Because we done the flying clothesline. That was cool.
Yeah, flying clothesline.
I wanted the taxi, but everyone's too heavy.
Taxi, you can do it, but it's just a matter of...
You need to flip. Someone needs to flip.
Jem has to, like, if you're doing it on a smaller person, they have to flip.
Yeah.
It's a lot of trust in the other person.
Yeah. And the thing is, it's like, when I was doing it with Jem, because he didn't jump and I just flipped to myself, it's fine, but it's still...
But then for your back, it's still going to be good in the long term.
That's how you'll gas yourself out. It's both of you working together in tandem, innit?
Even the spinning Uranagi I done as well, I can't lie.
That was cold. It was cold still.
I think, what's my guy called again? Kawain, sorry, he said, it looks sick, so, yeah.
Yeah, we just need to just go in.
You man can come, you know. We can actually come. If you come, we can teach you a few things. I'm not even lying. Guys, come
Let me know when you're next going.
Yeah, come along. It's the daytime. It's in South London. Come through, bring us get some boots, get a train. We'll teach you I don't know. We'll teach you what we've learned, innit?
I just want to take a bump. I just really want to take a bump. Yeah.
I can't lie.
Just see
that ring. That's not going to do your first bump.
Rickety. Bro, I had another head on my back. I had a human head on my back. My back swelled up in the space of a rare Del. Am I lying? My back swelled up in the space of 30 seconds, bro. It was hench. I didn't have to go gym. Bro, but yeah, it's cool. It's cool. You guys should come along.
We'll try it. We'll try it for sure.
Yeah, come and try it for sure.
I'll stick to watching it on TV.
Yeah, June 19th hustle. Box Park. We're back doing Basement Grooves with TCF. 29th of June.
What does Sam do?
We've got a funny announcement trailer for all the Basement Grooves events this summer. We'll show you guys after. We think, why am I tired? I don't know why.
Nah, bro, same.
I don't know. I'm tired. Yeah.
Fatigue.
Yeah, man. Big up everyone. Join the Discord.
That's right.
Join the YouTube members so you can join the Discord. Come join us. Have some fun. Talk some good graps. Talk life. I think we're actually going to organise this cookout. We can all link up, bring food, chill.
Do it mid-August, please, because my thing's happening. So mid-August.
And we'll see what we can do in it. Everyone voted July. Everyone voted July. August?
July what?
I don't know. Most people voted July, innit?
July what though? Come on, guys.
Don't worry, you'll be there. You'll be there.
I'm waiting for 10 days, bro.
Sir?
I'm waiting for 10 days.
No, I know.
July 26th.
It'll probably be end of July.
We can't party without you. Don't worry.
Well, you know when there's food, we can't leave you out.
You can't leave me. You know what? If you leave me, I'll just go to myself get that barbecue. What's it? That doner kebab, the burger. I'll eat that. Someone should make doner kebab though.
Sir?
Someone should make doner kebab.
Someone should make doner kebab.
Do you know how to make doner kebab?
Yeah. No. Funny. Farm foods. Yo, you know what I'm talking about. Don't know what I'm talking about. Don't be laughing by yourself.
I know what you're talking
Before you
about.
leave this country, actually, farm foods is closed. They've got a farm food shawarma. Rhea put in, by the way, go watch Rhea's video, bro. That shawarma.
Lloyd, do me a favor. Can you close this podcast?
I'm wasting time, mate. Sorry, mate. Guys, I've been Anarchy.
Laps.
No, this one here. Guys, I've been Anarchy.
Laps.
Mark.
Doughboy,
Mex.
wrestling podcast, the coolest wrestling podcast in the world. By the Mandem.
For the Mandem.
Bow.
I'm Sam Blacks. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment.